Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday. How are we all doing? Have we recovered from yesterday? Thank you again to everybody who came out yesterday, either in the morning or in the afternoon or both, to celebrate getting partnered officially. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm asking, Amaze, have we? I don't know. That's why I'm asking, checking in. How's everyone doing though? I hope you're doing well. Have I recovered? I'm sleepy. But you know, it just is what it is. I definitely have a giant stack of things to be mailed today. I'm hoping to make it to the post office today after stream. Obviously got done way too late yesterday to go to the post office. I know somebody said they had sent me something very, very kind. I forget who it was. It might have been Zenith, but I will be checking my PO box sometime today on my way back to the studio. I'm trying to tackle my fear today, folks. Are you proud of me? For those who don't know, the deep Casey lore. I've always been a little bit weirded out by the great apes. This is not specifically, this is like an old world monkey. But like, even as a kid, I just kind of felt like they looked a little too human and it kind of weirded me out. They're a little bit uncanny valley for me. And so I don't draw them very often. So this is kind of a glaring issue, I think, in my critter repertoire, I would say. So I'm slowly going to be trying to address that every once in a while for the next few months. We'll be doing a primate study, and I'm going to inch my way up to hopefully doing some grade 8 studies. I just don't really... It's not that I dislike them, it's not as bad as it used to be, but I'm trying to work on it. So we're starting off with some critters that I actually do really enjoy in the primate family. I really like lemurs, and I really like mandrills and baboons. To be fair, they look like the least human-like, probably of a lot of the primates, but yeah, so we're going to start with mandrills and baboons, and see how it goes. This music feels loud today. Is that just me? Is it okay on your end? Let me know if I need to turn it down. It might just been that track. Yeah, how's everyone doing? Let me scroll up and say hi to everybody. And if you're new to the art gym, if you haven't been here before, this is just like a study session that we do. Basically, yeah, 9 a.m. Mountain Time, Monday through Wednesday, we do some warm-up studies, and today's warm-ups are gonna be baboons and mandrills. But if you'd like to do something else, don't feel like you have to draw what I'm drawing. It is okay to do something else for a study, like if you wanted to do figure studies, or if you had a still life that you wanted to draw, or if you wanted to go outside and study some trees. Anything that you'd like to do, as long as it's some kind of like observational study or from reference or some kind of foundational practice, feel free to post it in the art gym section of the Discord, and we will, yeah, we'll look at it on stream at the end of stream, like I said, as long as it's work safe. But yeah, let me finish posting on my Instagram stories. Study time. There we go. Okay, that is getting posted right here. Let's do it. Okay. But let me scroll up and say hi. We got Lithium, who is first. Oh, I forgot to open my mod view. Hold on. Bad about this. Let's see. This music is really getting me pumped today. Where's my water? I think I left it in my bag. Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to just like open up my web browser on screen. You know, not a pro as usual. I'm also a little bit exhausted. So, you know, there is that also. The TwitchCon vacation. Oh my gosh. I haven't, I might start a little dono pool for that. I don't really know how to get like a counter that incorporates all the things. If anyone knows of one that I can use, I think I've seen some. Like some little counters that automatically update when people do any kind of a thing. But I don't really know how to find that. So if anyone's aware of any, let me know. I'd be very interested. But welcome to the art gym, everybody. It looks like Lithium was first. Welcome, Lithium. Welcome back. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for that lurk. And Beans, thank you for coming back. I'm honored to have you, and thank you for the congrats. Pretty crazy. I appreciate your support during the push. I appreciate it once again. If anybody lurked at all, or hung out, or raided in, or did anything for the last couple of months that helped with engagement here, you are the reason I have partner right now. So thank you for all of your support. BJ, thank you so much for contributing to the next game. Yeah, so we have two game options. I know you guys have been asking for a game stream for a while. Haven't been able to do one, but my roommate's gonna be moving out at the end of the month, so I should be able to stream pretty easily from my apartment, at least for a little bit. So if you want to have a vote on the next game, we have two options because we still haven't finished Okami. So if anybody wants to watch me finish Okami, that's an option. There's also a Casey's Choice option, which is a game that you guys didn't vote for, but one that I would love to show you, called Book of Travels. So if you have any interest in either of those games, drop some channel points to let me know. Whichever one reaches the finish line first is the one we will play first. So, anyway, thank you, BJ and Amaze. Welcome in, Amaze. How are you doing? By the way, I hope you're doing well. Guys, I gotta figure out where... I have a breach in the perimeter here in my studio. There's like bugs getting in somehow. Neil, hello. It's a partner with a porpoise for a porpoise. I love it. Thank you so much, Neil, for all your support as well. Yeah, so welcome to Baboon Day. Kepper, thank you for your hype. I appreciate you. Kind Amazing Turtle, amazing name. Welcome in. I'm doing pretty alright. I hope you're doing well too. And welcome to the chat. It's good to have you. I'm just catching up because I'm a little bit behind already. Maggie. I love your name and I love your fish emote. Welcome, welcome. How are you? Kepper, I like that you're just using the raid call. Frozen Yak, how's it going? Thanks for coming in. Clem, good to see ya. Pyro, congrats on second and welcome in. Let's see, Ironheart, hello. It's good to have you back. Welcome, welcome. And Neil, thank you for the gigantified. I do need some coffee. I had a little bit of like half of an energy tea this morning, so I think I'll be okay. But I am gonna be going out to lunch with a friend after stream, so I don't want to wait too long. We're gonna probably keep the stream to about wrapping up around 11 is kind of the goal. So Dangerous Buttons, welcome in, and Zenith, welcome in as well. So let's get started. Basically, for the art gym, if you haven't been here before, what we do is we study anatomy. We talk about just how to study versus copy. It's something you got to kind of be aware of, especially when you are drawing from a flat two-dimensional reference like this. It is a little bit trickier to do it that way. Has everyone eaten? Okay, so I haven't eaten, but I'm going to a buffet for lunch, Pyro, so I'm going to be eating way too much. So do I get a pass today? Please? Can I have a pass? Don't be mad. Don't be mad. But yes, everyone else who's not doing that should eat. I am gonna have so much food in me today. I'm gonna struggle to get back to the studio and be productive, I imagine. Hey Craig, it's good to see you. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate those lurks still, guys. The push is over, but my goals continue. So if anybody wants to continue to come hang out and support, I'm always gonna be appreciative of that. And yeah, just really thank y'all for being here. So Baboons and Mandrills, really interesting critters. I love how fierce they look, especially drills and mandrills. I have a very soft spot for mandrills, especially. We had a pair of mandrills at the zoo I grew up going to, at Fort Worth Zoo. If you've never seen a mandrill in person, they have such cool looking features. They're a lot smaller than you'd think that they are based on the photos, but they are formidable looking. And drills, I've never actually seen a drill in person. So a drill is a type of, so drills and mandrills and baboons, they're all kind of in the same family, I think. They're very closely related to each other. Gelada baboons, same thing. And they're really cool too, if you've ever seen those. They have like big spots on their chest that kind of flare open whenever they're aggressive and like, you know, displaying with one another, which is pretty cool looking. But yeah, I just think that they're all pretty neat little animals. So I figured this would be a good place to start with my journey to being less weirded out by primates. Gonna study some that just look like stretched out humans. They're all under baboon, yeah. So if you go to the One Zoom Tree of Life, you can see really easily how they are all basically cousins. A blue dragon from Santroa. Okay. We're talking like an animal called a blue dragon? That sounds familiar. I feel like I should know this. I hope it's not the Glaucus atlanticus. I can't remember if they call that a blue dragon. Gotta be that or a fish. No hints in chat. I'll be drawing it in just a second. Kind amazing turtle. Well, thank you for that follow. That's really, really kind. Would this happen to be that delicious pizza buffet? No, it's a different buffet. It's a different buffet. There's two in the town I live near, and we're going to the Nepalese one. Haven't been in a long time, but I really like it. My friend is treating me for my birthday, which is very kind. Probably gonna eat way too much and then just be in a food coma for the rest of the day. So that's pretty much my plan for the day. Oh my gosh, this fly is driving me crazy. How did you get in here, fly? I keep everything sealed up so tight. It must have snuck in like right as I opened the door. How do they do that? You know, like how do flies... We have like so few bugs here in Colorado. So I'm always like extra annoyed when a bug manages to find its way into my domain. Because I'm like, how? How did you manage? Hey, Sloppy. It's good to see you. Welcome in. How are ya? Thank you for coming by. Where is the soup? You mean Soup the cat or food soup? They're all under Baboon, Mandrills being the largest. Mandrills are the largest? Really? That's surprising. Huh. I guess I always thought drills or even the gelatas might be the biggest, but I guess gelatas could just be a lot of fluff. They may not be actually that big. I'm surprised mandrills are the largest. They certainly might be the heaviest. They're very muscular. I'm shocked. How big is a drill? Oh my gosh, this thing is right by my face. Yeah, we can look it up. Let's do, we're going to be talking a lot about baboons and mandrills today. Again, if you don't want to draw baboons and mandrills or drills or gelada, is it gelada or gelada? Does anyone know? Giraffe? Gelada? Let me know. Let me do the blue dragon draw me an animal before I get way behind. Because here's the thing. Sometimes I get distracted. You guys may or may not know this about me. But sometimes if I don't do things immediately, I forget entirely. So let's just do that right now. Blue dragon. Is it gelato? Hey Cranston, how are ya? Thanks for coming in to say thank you to the tag. It was, yeah, it's really nice of you. Hey Zenith Knight. I feel like I should be out catching Pokemon to this music. It is from a game. It's not Pokemon. It is a very old game who I'm pretty sure never actually did very well, and I couldn't find any. I think this is all public domain music, and I think it's really catchy. But it's an old game called GeomeCube. It was like a PS1 first gen game that I got when I was little. Pretty sure my parents got it from the discount bargain bin, but I always thought the music was really fun. So, anyway, I feel like they went way too hard for such a cheap game. It's basically just a Tetris game. Maybe one day we'll play this game, just so you guys can hear what it's actually from. It is a little bit triumphant, though. I think I'm gonna turn it down slightly. Hopefully it's not too loud for you guys. You think you've graduated from your thumb immobilizing wrist brace to your free thumb one? Oh gosh. Take it easy, Sloppy. Okay, so Blue Dragon. Here's how the Draw Me an Animal game works. For anyone who hasn't seen the Draw Me an Animal game before, basically, I'm gonna guess at what I think this animal is. All I have to go on is the name that I'm given from the chatter who suggested it. I'm gonna guess that it's a Glaucus atlanticus sea slug. We actually have these emotes. If you'd like to, if you're a follower, you can use the blue sea slug emote. The Glaucus atlanticus, but I don't know if they're actually called blue dragons or not. I feel like this could also be the name of like a type of fish, or even like a beta type fish. Or like some kind of long serpenty fish, perhaps. But I've got 5 minutes to draw what I think it is, and I guess I'm just gonna go with the Glaucus atlanticus. So it's been a while since I've drawn one of these actually, but I feel like they look something like this. I'm not gonna look at reference, even my little sea slug emote. But I feel like if it's a Glaucus atlanticus, they are very cool, very charismatic looking sea slugs that frankly already sort of look like dragons. This may have been one of the sea slugs that I first encountered that I was like, ooh, that looks like a creature, and it made me want to do sea slug dragons. So I'm fairly familiar with these guys, but I don't know if this is actually the animal. I could be totally off right now. It could be like that one time. Well, does anyone remember that one time where there was an animal that was called something, and I knew one of the animals, but not the animal that they were. What was it? It was like sandcat or something, or like, shoot, I don't remember anymore. But it was like I technically got it right, but I didn't draw the one that we think that the person was requesting. Anyone remember what I'm talking about? I swear this happened like a couple weeks ago. I feel like it was not that long ago. So it could be one of those instances, like maybe this is called a blue dragon, but maybe the person was actually thinking of something else. Not mountain chicken. Oh my gosh, no. Mountain chicken. Although technically, I guess technically mountain chicken would qualify because I drew what we call a mountain chicken here in Colorado. But I think, does anyone know Stickbug? No. The colonial sea creature? That's the Manowar? I don't remember. Gosh, it's gonna drive me crazy now. Who knows? Anyway, it could just go either way is what I'm trying to say. I don't remember exactly what their patterns look like. I feel like that's like lots of barring or something, and like maybe some spots along the side. So yeah, we're gonna say that is a blue dragon. These guys actually eat Manowar, believe it or not. And they are poisonous because of that. They're one of those cool critters that can like absorb the toxins of the food that they eat for self-defense. There we go. Hey Nerdowino, how's it going? It's good to see you. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? So here's my blue dragon. Let's see if we got it right here. This is just a little game we can play every half hour. We'll get back to the baboons in just a second. Thank you so much, Nerdowino. I appreciate all your support. Yeah, the blue dragon. Okay, cool. The blue dragon is, well, hold on. Should we trust the AI? Blue dragons. Yep, so it is. It's the Glaucus atlanticus. Blue dragon animal. Okay, cool. It's the Glaucus atlanticus. So these guys are super neat. I didn't remember. Yeah, I'm surprised I remembered that. Blue angel. That's interesting. I would have drawn an angelfish probably. Dragon slug, of course. Many, many names for this one. They live in the pelagic zone, so the open ocean, where they float upside down by using surface tension of the water to stay afloat. In addition, they have a gas bubble in their stomach that makes it easier for them to float. They are carried along by the winds and ocean currents. They make use of counter shading. Blue side of their bodies faces upwards, blending with the blue of the water. The silver-gray dorsal side faces downwards, blending in with the sunlight, reflecting on the ocean surface. They feed on the Portuguese manowar and other venomous siphonophores. The sea slug stores stinging nematocysts from the siphonophores within its own tissues as defense against predators. Humans handling the slug may receive very painful, potentially dangerous sting. See? That's cool. So don't touch these guys if you see them. Ooh. They look similar and closely related to this slug, which is now understood to be not one species, but a cryptic species complex. That sounds really intense. But it basically just means that we're not sure when... It's basically like in the process of speciating, I guess? Is that what that means? Of 4 species that live in the Indian Ocean. Common shares the name blue dragon with this one too. Ooh! See here, this one's also called a blue dragon. Potentially this was what was meant. So, Santroa, which one did you mean? Yeah, anyway. If you want to learn more about these guys, I think they're really fascinating. Of course, I'm biased. I love sea slugs. I think they're so cool. Don't do what this person's doing. That's how you get stung. But here, I'm going to link you guys to this. If you want to learn more about the Glaucus atlanticus, aka the blue dragon, here you go. Pretty cool stuff. So thank you guys for nerding out with some creatures with me for just a few minutes. It's one of the fun parts of drawing animals, getting to learn about stuff. So I'm going to say that I got this one. Unless they meant a different blue dragon. But I think I got it. I think I got that one. it floats upside down as the norm, then wouldn't that be right set up for it? Well, I think it's more about the orientation of its organs and its body, unless you're just being silly. But yeah, I think it's basically its dorsal side. It floats down, so it just is like splayed out like this all the time, which is pretty fun. That last one would make a fun dragon. Yeah, I need to get back on my sea slug dragon image collection. It's been a while. Casey, is it true that once you become a Twitch partner, you can no longer claim to be a non-professional? It is not true, actually. Frozenyak, I did increase. I did promise chat that I would, or somebody made me promise that if I got partnered, I would have to scoot up the percentage of this command. So I think the lowest it can go now is like 49%. I think. Let me check. I'll check the ranges. I changed it yesterday. I upped it on 10% on both ends. So I think the highest it goes now is 89, which is, it feels extremely high, frankly. 89% professional feels like a big ask for this stream. But, you know. The numbers, I guess, don't lie, so. See, 74, 59. See, those feel like okay numbers. 89 feels too high. I was told that I had to, so I did. So we have a possibility of maybe being close to a 90. I can't remember. I'm curious now. Yep, so it goes between 49 and 89 now, whereas it used to be 39 and 79. 95 feels, that's too high. 95 is too high. I promised I would up it by 10 on each end. 15 on one end is too high. That's too much pressure. That's too much pressure. This is how I feel. If people think, here, let me show you the GIF that perfectly encapsulates. I found this the other day and I was like, yes, that is how I feel. There's this GIF of Meow that I found. When you expect too much of me, here's how I feel. Wow, I have a lot of people to disappoint. Just, this encapsulates literally all of my feelings about being in the public eye. Ah, see what I mean? Welcome in, Nofi. It's good to see you. How are you? Nofi, you've been killing it with your art lately. I've been such a big fan of all the stuff you've been posting. Thank you so much for the partner. Congrats. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I officially partnered yesterday. Thank you so much for rating in and for the support. It's good to see you. What kind of stuff did you get up to today? Melon Cake, hello. It's good to see you too. Thanks for coming in on the raid. I really appreciate you guys. Let's see. Oh, thank you. It's been a roller coaster. Any update on the Vaquita Day application? I'm still waiting, so I can't. Here's the thing. So for those who don't know, for anyone coming on the raid, hi, my name is Casey. And you guys should definitely go follow Nofi if you aren't already. Nofi is an absolute sweetie and does amazing, beautiful art. Nofi, if you have anything that you want to share, I would love to share it on stream. For anyone who doesn't know, hey Raga, welcome in. I was pitching for partners so that I could get on the front page for Save the Vaquita Day. So this step is done. It's actually going to be in October, not September 7th. When I made this, they didn't have the dates announced, so I just used the date from last year. Last year was September 7th. This year, it sounds like it's going to be sometime in October. So I'm trying to get on on the front page for Save the Vaquita Day. So the next step is to apply for front page. But the problem is they haven't picked a date yet. So there's a couple of days in October that they're kind of waffling between. So until they pick a date, I can't actually apply for the front page, obviously. So I'm just kind of in a holding pattern, basically. But I will let you guys know as soon as I know. And if anybody is new around here and hasn't been here before, here's the type of art that I make. When I'm not doing studies, like right now we're doing studies at the art gym, so you're welcome to, roll up your sleeves and study along. I'm studying primates, which I very rarely draw. I'm starting off with baboons and mandrills today, but I'm going to slowly work my way up to the more humanoid primates. They just kind of weird me out, so we're starting with these guys. But if you want to do something else for studies and you want to participate, it's just an accountability session for anybody who wants to improve their art. So if you'd like to draw along, we're going to show off any studies that people do at the end of stream. just make sure it is actually a study. There's other places to share. Ryu, what the heck? Oh my gosh, Ryu. Ryu, thank you for that gift sub. Holy cow, Ryu, wait, before you go anywhere, hold on. You, if you'd like to, can be in the sub zoo, and you get color since you did 5 gift subs. People can also get color if they like upgrade their tier sub subscription, so I feel like that's about the same price, hopefully. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, I'm behind on the sub zoo. This was my partner party animal sub zoo, so if you'd like to be a party animal in the sub zoo, here's me, I'm the zookeeper. I have double hats this month because we're partying. That's how you know it's a party, is when you have double hats, obviously. But if you'd like to be a party animal, let me know. Anybody who subs or gifts a sub is welcome to be in the sub zoo. It's whoever purchases the sub decides who gets the doodle. So like if you purchase the sub but you don't want the doodle, you can gift it to somebody. But yeah, 5 gift subs or an increase in your sub tier is how you get color. 10 or more is we start doing giveaways. A party polar bear, I love it. Okay, I'm gonna add you to this is the missing animals list. We had a partner party yesterday and people got a little cray. So I'm gonna put a star by your name so that I know that I know to color. And thank you so much. You guys, Ryu is also a streamer here on Twitch. And is actually, for those who don't know, some deep Casey lore. Ryu's actually the one who got me on Twitch in the first place. So if you enjoy games and you enjoy excellent personalities, go give Ryu a follow. And if you like the fact that I'm here on Twitch, you can thank Ryu. Casey lore's coming out. Yeah, watch out. Ryu, how you doing? Thank you so much for being here. Party polar bear. Okay. Put you on there. I'm going to be working on this probably tomorrow on stream. People say that they like watching me do the sub-zoo doodles, so hopefully that's okay. I know a lot of people like to watch me draw theirs, but I just hope it's a fun stream. We'll be doing this tomorrow afternoon, probably. But yeah, I'll be adding you. And thanks so much. Avert your ears. No, don't avert your ears. Yeah, Nofi, it's been really, I've been really overwhelmed at how it makes me feel better, honestly, when people do kind things like Ryu just did. It makes me feel better about, like, accepting subs when I can actually do something in return. So it's just a little doodle, just a quick little, you can see that they're very simple, but just a quick little thank you doodle. Yeah, polar bear with shades, absolutely. Cool, how you doing, Ryu? It's good to see you. Time to feed the doggo. Pyro, thank you for lurking. I appreciate you. Jack Lantern, no, you're not late. You're right on time. And Nofi, if I missed anything, oh, here we go. I do see a link from Nofi. So we just got rated by Nofi. Let's check out what Nofi was doing, and then I can show you guys a couple of pieces of my work, and then we'll go back. Hey, Milky Opie, it's good to see you. Welcome in, welcome in. Click the link. Oh, here it goes. You guys, look at this beautiful piece from Nofi. Like, seriously. Isn't this gorgeous? You guys, if you're not following Nofi, this is the kind of beautiful work you're missing out on. Nofi is incredible. And I'm very happy I got to meet Nofi here on Twitch. I love these, like, brushy marks that you're doing for, like, the wind. Really, really fun, Nofi. And of course, your attention to detail is just, as always, stellar. Really, really nice job with the metal. Like, look at the texture on this. Really great work, Nofi. I know that this is a work in progress, but it's coming along, and I think you're doing a fantastic job. So, like, hello, skin tones much? Go follow Nofi. Brazen Hearted, yes, I made partner. It was official yesterday. We're looking at Nofi's awesome work. Nofi just rated in. Isn't it beautiful? Yeah, guys, go follow Nofi. And you're missing out if you're not. The hair and the wings are, yeah, they are really pretty. I have a clip here. I can show you the clip. We can watch, if you guys want, we can watch it. Actually, let me know in the chat if you want to watch it. The Ninth's Fire Spin. Somehow I missed your follow. Thank you. And Lunar, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate those follows, guys. Inching closer to the 4K goal. We'll have a 4K party. It feels too soon to have a party. We just had a party yesterday, but we're gonna do eventually a 4K party. So once we hit 4K. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Milky. Yeah, so here, let me show you guys. I'll just show you the clip really fast. How is Art Fight going? Lunar, I am terrible. I have some sketches done, but I have not been able to do a single revenge attack or attack this year. I'm planning on it still. But it's been so busy with the push and like doing stuff for stream, I just have not had a chance to do anything else. I'm also starting an online shop, and so my Ko-fi, I've got a bunch of orders I need to fill. I got some stuff I gotta post, so like literally all my free time when I'm not streaming has been going to those things. because I also have a day job, unfortunately. So for those who don't know, I'm not a full-time artist. I would love to be full-time, but unfortunately, I have to pay for health insurance, and that's not cheap here in the States. So I have a day job that thankfully has really good health insurance, and I'm really grateful. But it does tie up my time. I work Thursday through Saturday at that day job, and they're pretty long shifts. And then I take Sundays off to just like recover, and then I'm back at it Monday through Wednesday here in the studio. So it's just been it's been really tough getting everything squeezed in, but I do plan on doing art fight still. So if anyone wants my art fight link, there it is. Thanks, Marcus. Hey Ziv, how's it going? It's good to see you. What is art fight? Well, let me show you. Art fight. It's like basically an art trade game. I'll show you in just a second, but basically it's like you post characters and people draw them to get points for their team, and you can draw stuff for the other people's team to get points. It's pretty fun. Gotta get ready for the dentist. Oh no, I hope it goes well, Ziv. You had no volume? Tell me again. Brazen, what was the question? I'll tell you again. Here's my work. Let me just show that really fast, and then we'll look at art fight, and then we'll watch that clip of the moment I announced partner. You can watch the VOD from yesterday morning. I was trying to wait for people to come in, so I was being a little cagey about it, and I felt really bad. People kept asking if I'd heard back about partner, and I was like dodging the question. Not poorly. Everybody was very sus of me. I'm a terrible liar. But anyway, I announced it on stream yesterday and officially accepted on stream because I wanted to share it with the community. You know, you guys are the ones who got me a partner. Like, by lurking, by raiding in, by hanging out, like, that's what made it happen. So, we'll watch that in a second. But anyway, this is my work. This is the kind of stuff that I do. I also do creature design. And then we do sculpting as well. I'll just show you guys a couple of critters. I'm not gonna go through the whole roster. I really need to, like, organize my sea slug dragons and, like, find all of them. But yeah, we got it yesterday. So Sea Slug Dragon Day is the first Wednesday of every month. It's a really fun little creature design prompt series that I get to do. Been doing it off and on since like 2015, so I think that was around the time I discovered sea slugs, and I've just been obsessed with their very cool patterns and designs ever since. But you can see I take the sea slug and I'll kind of turn it into some kind of a dragony critter. This one of them actually got turned into a sculpture. So this is actually available on Ko-fi. So yeah. So you should get more involved in the art side of things, Ryu. We would love to have you. But yeah, this is a sculpture I made. It's on Ko-fi. This one is shippable because I've decided I think the tail is sturdy enough that if I secure it, it'll be okay. The Vaquita sculpture I made for last year's Vaquita Day is also on Ko-fi. Stick figures shall be let. Hey, you can come level up at the art gym with us. We all are struggling to improve here. That's the motto of the art gym, is that I need accountability to actually do studies, and so do apparently a lot of other people. So Monday through Wednesday, 9 a.m. Mountain Time, that is when we are doing the art gym, which is what we're up to right now. So today you can see we're doing baboons, but you never have to do what I'm doing. You can always do something else. We did sharks yesterday, orcas the other day for World Orca Day. We talk about anatomy a lot. We talk about, we do figure drawing, we do various anatomy studies, talk about how to study versus copy. We also do like environmental stuff. There's some cloud studies, done architecture. Like, I'm trying to get better at lots of stuff. I'm trying to make this my career, so I feel like the pressure is on a little bit more for me. But if you're somebody who just wants to like casually improve your art, any skill level, any purpose level is welcome here. So yeah, that's what I do. So thanks for coming on my stream. For all the people who came in on the raid, I really appreciate your attention. Thank you in advance if anyone sticks around. As I always say, lurking, Pyro says this a lot, lurking is love. Lurking really does help. I'm trying to get my career off the ground, have been doing so off and on for about a decade, and it hasn't been until finding you guys on Twitch that I've actually kind of felt like maybe I have a shot at making this illustration thing happen. Here's Art Fight, if anybody is curious what it is. You basically just submit some characters, and my characters are really old. I didn't submit really any new characters this year. But you do attacks, so like these are my attacks from last year, where you draw somebody else's character, and then you get points. So you get a certain amount of points for like what type of drawing, whether it's just a sketch, whether you colored it, whether you shaded it, whether there's a background. So it's just like a really fun way to play, to just draw art. I use it as character prompts. I try to like challenge myself to do people with this, but it's hard for me to resist a character. So, or a creature, I mean. But yeah, if you go to the front page of Art Fight, you'll see, oh, we're kind of close. I'm on Team Fossils. And there's also Team Crystals. You can have these fun little badges on your page if you'd like to. It's just a very fun, silly time. So if you are interested in that, you can join without having characters too. Sometimes people join and they just post their pet as a character. You need my fall Halloween stickers. Oh, I actually do have some of those on my Ko-fi. I don't know if you saw them there, but I have a few of those posted. Hopefully I'll have some time at some point, maybe this month, I don't know, to get a lot of prints and stickers posted on Ko-fi. It just takes so long to set up those things on Ko-fi, but you want to be on Team Fossil, but you also want to draw dinosaurs? You can do that. You get points for friendly fire too, Sloppy. So like, I've had people attack me on Art Fight from Team Fossil. You still get points, you just get fewer points for attacking your own team. But you can still get points for your team. Yeah, because the whole point is to attack the other team, but like, sometimes there's a character you just really want to draw, or a creature, and so, yeah, they happen to be on your same team, do it anyway. You're committing? Well, hey, if anybody wants to, it's not too late. You can sign up just to watch, too, if you want to see how it all works. But there's my link. That'll help you get to the Art Fight page. Yep, you pick the team, Brazen. Or you should be able to. Pick your team. I think once it starts, you can only switch teams one time. But if you sign up next year, like, ahead of time, then you can, like, switch teams as often as you'd like up until start time. I could be wrong. Just check the front page. It'll tell you. So here's the last thing we'll do, and then we're going to get back to the studies here. How do I find the thing? I always forget how to do this. There's a way to do this that makes more sense, and I don't know what it is. Actually, here, let's do it this way, because this way makes more sense. So I'll show you guys the clip from yesterday, and then we will get back to... I have a stream clips section in my Discord, and somebody posted this. So yeah, here is the clip from when I announced. This is so awkward. Here, I'll link it to you guys. I hate watching myself. Somebody... I should trim this. There we go. So this was yesterday during yesterday's warm-ups. So you can see everybody getting all excited. You guys. Okay, you can watch that if you want to. If you go to the Discord, you can find the other one where I actually activated it. So apparently if you get partner, they send you a thing you have to accept, like a new agreement. And once you hit accept, then you get the check mark. So I didn't accept it. I actually got the letter on the 18th, but I didn't hit accept until Clipception. Oh gosh, Marcus. But I didn't hit accept until I actually was on stream, because again, I like I just said, I wanted to share that with everybody here in the community. But if you want to watch when I did hit accept, here's the one that says check. Thank you again, Yanni, for clipping those yesterday. And you can go check those out. Okay, let's get back to studies. Yeah, thanks again everybody who's made this happen. I give you all the credit, folks. Thank you, Kind Amazing Turtle. I appreciate it. It's kind of weird. I honestly, you guys, I don't know how long I'm gonna keep the check by my name. I feel strange about it. I feel weird going into a chat with the check mark. It feels like attention-y. I don't know. Maybe I'll keep it for a little bit just so people who've supported can see, because I do want people to know, like, hey, you rated in, or you like lurked, or you were supportive, and like, look, see, you guys helped me get it. But I don't know, I feel strange. It's not showing up in my own chat, which is nice. So that's good. So cute that I was able to accept them. Yeah, it just kind of worked out that way, Sloppy. That was not intentional to accept it on my birthday. It was just because I got it on the 18th, I wanted to wait till the next stream to share live. And it just so happened that Monday, following when I got it, was my birthday. It was not like, I actually was kind of like, oh, now I have to tell people, because people were wishing me happy birthday all month, and I was like, it's not my birthday, I'm not gonna tell you. And then I was dumb and was like, oh, I'll tell you if I get partnered on my birthday, thinking surely that the odds of that were small, which technically I didn't get partnered on my birthday. I got partnered on the 18th. But anyway, you guys see my conundrum. Okay, let's get going. Thank you guys. You're right. It's just, I don't know. You guys, I have an aversion to the limelight. Because when you're, I don't know, I feel like it puts a target on your back in a way. Maybe. I learned some very hard lessons when I was younger about being in any kind of public eye. And, it's hard to get over that aversion, I guess. But I'm gonna wear it for a little bit. I don't know. Now we know. I know, right? I know. I know, the secret's out. Especially after being so, I know, it was tragic. After being so unwilling to fess up. I know. Well, a few people in the chat knew when my birthday was and kept it quiet, so thank you for attempting. I just didn't want people to feel like I don't really celebrate my birthday IRL. You know, I don't do much for my birthday, and I just feel weird announcing it, because then it almost feels like, hey, give me stuff. And I know that's not what people mean when they just want to celebrate, and it's like a reason to celebrate. I just don't want people to feel like I'm like requesting presents or anything, or like niceness. It's just my weirdness. Did I get a hype train? Brazen, we had a partner party yesterday that broke the hype train record, so yes, you guys have very much gifted me for my birthday. No, Ryu, it's okay. I know. I appreciate your excitement. You know I don't do anything for my birthday. It's fine. I don't really care if people know. No, I love you too, Ryu. You're wonderful. That's okay. Ryu, no, stop. You already Ryu, you already see, this is what I mean. I don't want people to feel like they have to give me stuff just because of my birthday. Ryu, that's really kind. Oh no, and you've set it off. Did we break it to where the baby is gonna scream 5 times now? I thought I fixed this to where it would only do that. It's only supposed to do it 1 time. Oh my gosh. It's broken. Brazen, you don't have to start a hype train. See, this is what I'm talking about, you guys. Brazen, thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the gift subs. This is completely not required. See, I just don't want people to feel like they have to do things. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I'm just being weird. I'm probably just being weird. But thank you for the gift subs, Ryu. That was very generous. Since it's not going crazy, I can actually like read the names of people who got the gift subs. So, Tarzia, congrats on getting one. Bird Beach and Maggie and Corizy, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being around, and congrats on the subs. Hey, Blue Skittles, good to see you. Thank you so much. Yeah, thanks for coming in and saying thank you when you can, guys. How are you, Blue Skittle? Blue Skittle is another fantastic art streamer that you all should be following. Just does incredible stuff. So we did this thing yesterday that got a little out of hand. I'm still trying to decide if I want to do hype level giveaways, because I feel like I get behind really fast. But yesterday during the partner party, I did every hype train level we did a giveaway. I think I'm gonna stick to, at least for now, what we were doing before, which is level 5 we start doing giveaways. But I don't know. I do feel weird just like letting a hype train happen without some kind of thank you from me. It's kind of like subs. Like, that's why we started the sub zoo, is just because I feel weird just like accepting subs without doing something. You guys are so kind. We do have a hype train. It's very generous. The partner push may be over, but now we have to push for ultra mega super duper partner. So wait, Blue Skittle, but you know as well as I do that that's impossible. So for those, there's only one thing after partner, and they make it so impossible for a small streamer, I feel like, to be able to hit this thing. So for those who don't know, there's this other thing you can do. You can see it down here. Like, actually, this might be the highest I've ever been on the plus level, and that's, I think, just because of all the hype yesterday. Like, I don't think this is something I can maintain, just because, like, it feels like too much to ask. But if you want to know how it works, basically, a tier 1 sub is a point, and it only counts if you purchase the sub. Unfortunately, gift subs and prime subs don't count, so they make it really hard to actually get these higher revenue splits. But if I were to make it to level 1, I'd get a higher revenue split. So right now, everybody gets 50-50. Once you're affiliate, and then you just kind of like, depending on how many subs you can get a higher split, but you have to maintain it for like 3 months. Do you guys see this? 3 months. Who can even do this if you're not like 1,000 viewer like streamer? You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Like I don't know how this is even possible. Who is doing stuff? Oh my goodness. Somebody just did something on my Ko-fi? Bird. Oh, thank you so much, Bird. I appreciate that. You guys, I actually just got that that new camera mount that I picked up. Let me go check that out on Ko-fi really fast. You guys, this is too sweet. Oh, you've almost got me to my goal. There's also free Vaquita emotes on the Ko-fi for anyone who wants to download those. You don't have to donate or anything to get those. Just wanted to put that out there. Congrats on partners. Someone posted when you were partner pushing in your wife's Discord, and now you're one of your favorite streamers. Aw, Bird, that is so sweet. Thank you so much. That really, really warms my heart. Thank you for that really generous donation. That helps cover the cost of the all the printing materials I just bought. I just spent like a lot of money actually on not only printing materials but some upgrades. So I got a new camera arm so I can have an overhead view whenever we do traditional media. So like sculpting or painting, like watercolor. It'll make it easier for me to do watercolor especially. So I'm excited to get that set up soon. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys for that level 2 hype train. That was really sweet. I see why they make it so gift subs don't count, because you could exploit the system, but I wish they would allow primes to count. See, and I'm kind of the opposite. I wish they would allow gift subs to count, because to me, gift subs is still money they're getting paid. It's the prime subs that they are paying for. Like, fine, don't count prime subs. Those are free. Whatever. But, like, I don't really know why they care who purchases the sub, you know? But I guess if like one community has, if a community has like one member who's just like loaded and wants to just constantly throw gifts, I guess I can see it, but it still just doesn't make sense to me. Thank you guys for that level 2 hype train. That was really, really sweet. I appreciate that. It was very unexpected. Thank you to the hype train leaders. You're very, very kind. Is there gonna be a sub zoo for August? We're gonna keep doing the sub zoo, yeah. I don't know if there's gonna be a theme because I can't really think of one other than Smoggist. So we might just do a basic sub-zoo, and then that way, October, November, and December, I definitely have a theme in mind. November is Dino-vember, guys. So I'll just be, I mean, you don't have to be a dinosaur, but it'll be like a what's your favorite dinosaur sub-zoo. But we'll see. Anyway, thank you guys so much. OrangeBot, hello, hello. It's good to see ya. Yeah, I don't really know how to... I don't know. You guys, maybe let me know what you guys think. I was kind of thinking about this yesterday during the party. Let me see. How do I open that up? So, sorry, don't mind the doodles. So yeah, this is the only thing I was kind of thinking of. Maybe like if people upgrade to a tier 2 or a tier 3 sub, I can send merch in the mail, because I was looking at what I do for my Patreon. So for those who don't know, I have a Patreon. Sorry, we're doing some shop talk because I'm trying to figure out my life right now, so thank you for your patience. I don't really know what I'm doing. I feel like anyway. So on my Patreon, if you are at the $10 tier, you get art in the mail. And it's like a sketch. It's like I do a sketch and I send you a little note. It's gonna switch to a postcard soon, basically as soon as I can get my postcard system up and running. So $10 tier over on Patreon gets you like merch in the mail, either a sketch or eventually a postcard or both. And so I feel like for the tier 2 sub, that's basically the same. The tier 2 Twitch sub is basically the same as the Patreon sub. And so I feel like I should just offer the same thing to people who do that here, because it's basically treating Twitch like a Patreon. And then a tier 3 sub, you just get like more merch, like a bigger piece of merch. So I was thinking, for tier 2, I could send you a sticker of your choice in the mail. And so like if you did a recurring sub, just like let me know every month, like click that button and to claim it basically. And same thing with tier 3. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of that, if that sounds like reasonable. Be aware of Twitch local prices. That's true. There are different prices, but honestly, I appreciate the support, even if it is a little less in some countries than it is here in the US. It still means a lot that people would like spend any of their hard-earned money here. And I feel weird like saying thank you to patrons with physical merch and not saying thank you to Twitch sub people with physical merch. So I'm still working through that, but that's something I'm kind of thinking about implementing. I need to like put it somewhere on my overlay, but I don't as with most things that I do here, I'm just not sure like what I can commit to, so I tend to be kind of like hesitant to implement things. Like yesterday, for those who missed it, oh, it's over there. I did a I tried this idea I was having, and I think if I ever do it again, I'll have to adjust to the way I do it. But I made a little like partner party book. So like people who celebrated during either stream yesterday morning or yesterday afternoon got to have their name written on my sketchbook, and I'm gonna take that sketchbook with me to TwitchCon. And I'm also gonna take it if we ever manage to do like an IRL sketch hike. I'm gonna take that with me to go sketching with you guys. So, hubby wants you. Yeah, no worries, Brazen. Thank you for lurking. I appreciate that. You post completed monthly subzoos. I do. Dragon feathers. Yeah, I might. Right now, they're just pinned in the stream event section of the Discord. I need to update the most recent. Once I finish catching up on this subzoo list, I'll post it again in the stream event section. I probably need to like come up with a better system for sharing my stuff. I just feel like I have so many channels already in Discord. I don't want it to be hard to navigate. Harder than it has to be. Anyway. I don't know. Everything takes so much contemplation, and I have so little time to contemplate. But anyway, I appreciate you guys being here. And honestly, I am so... Can I just say, I am so stoked to never have to look at my view count ever again. Like, I have it turned off right now. Because for those who don't know, when you're pushing for partner, you have to, like, make sure you hit a 75 average, and you have to, like, keep an eye on, like, your levels, and make sure you wait long enough so that your averages stay high if somebody raids or something. And I didn't even find out, you guys, I didn't even find out until the end of the push. It was like 2 days before I had hit all of my quotas that you could actually check your average live on stream, in the stream stats area or something like that. So if anyone out there is listening and you're thinking of pushing for partner someday, learn from my mistakes. Don't just try to do hard math all the time and fail at it. Don't just guess. You can actually just in real time watch and refresh that analytics page, and it will tell you. There's just so much stuff that probably everybody knows about Twitch that I just didn't know, and I still don't know. So that would have been really handy for me to know earlier in my push. Oh, and we do have an ad starting in 4 minutes. Yeah. Hopefully my ad timer is working correctly today. But we are going to do a stretch break during the ads, so it's just like a once an hour reminder to get up and stretch, to move around, to do some posture, stretches, all that stuff. So I'll stop the drawing during that time and just do some stretching. But I mostly just want to put all my ads together so that nobody has to deal with pre-roll ads if people raid it and stuff. So thank you guys for helping me accomplish that by tolerating the once an hour 180 seconds of ads. That's as low as I can get it and still have pre-rolls eliminated. If I make it lower, then they just automatically start throwing more ads at you guys, and I don't want that, so trying to do what I can to make it a good experience for everybody. Dracon, welcome in. You're fine. You're fine. Okay. I'm gonna work on this next one now. So I found this baboon. There's like a video of it I want to show you guys. It's pinned on my Pinterest. If you go to that baboon section, Baboons, Drills, and Mandrills, if you go to that section of the Pinterest board, it should be pinned at the top, I think. But it will show you this really cool video of a baboon with no hair. I don't know if it's got alopecia or if it's got mange, but it is such a useful thing to watch a moving animal, especially in slow motion like this. Like, you can see how the muscles attach. You can see how they move as it moves. Like, I feel bad for the creature. Again, I don't know if it's alopecia or if it's mange. I'm sure it has sunburn issues because of this. But, like, what a useful reference. Like, it shows you where the calf muscle, like, you can just see everything so well. Like, these animals tend to be extremely covered in fur. So I'm kind of keeping this off to the side as I work on baboons today, because it's going to help me. It's basically going to help me, like, understand what I'm drawing. So if anyone's interested in that, just click the link at the top of the chat. You should be able to get to my Pinterest board from there, and it'll be in the Baboons and Geladas section. Oh, thank you for the lurk, Nofi. I appreciate that. I'm actually going to hop up and grab my water bottle during the ads too, but I'm going to really quickly sketch. I think this is the same individual right here. Oh, it's not plural, it's just ref. That's how you get it, yeah. Oh my gosh, Margot! Margot, welcome in! How was your stream? What did you get up to? We're doing some primate studies today for Art Gym. Welcome, welcome, Raiders. It's great to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, Margot, we got partnered yesterday. Officially partnered. How was your stream? What did you get up to? Bickman, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. It's so good to see you. Yeah, I have a fancy check mark by my name, although not in my own chat, actually, which I think is very funny. I probably have it turned off somehow and just don't realize it. I should probably figure out how to do anything. But how was your stream? What did you get up to? Feel free to drop any links in chat, Margot, if you want. If you have to raid and run, no worries. We can just pull up your blue sky or something. But I appreciate you coming in. You guys, Margot and I did a co-stream not too long ago, and we did watercolor studies together. Margot was very generous and showed us a lot of techniques and answered questions and was just very sweet overall. Go follow Margot Simone if you aren't already. Does incredible watercolor stuff and very, very cute, like children's book type things. So definitely recommend. Bewitchcraft, welcome in. Nicholas Yedu, thank you for the congrats. I appreciate that. Thank you, Kennedy. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming in. Thank you to everybody who lurked, too. I was saying this earlier, but I just could not have done it without you guys. So if you want to see a clip of the moment that happened, here's a link to that clip if you want to watch that. If you missed the VOD, you can also watch yesterday's VOD, but I revealed it on stream live during yesterday's art gym because I wanted to wait. I actually got the acceptance letter on the 18th, but I wanted to wait until I was live so I could share it with everybody. So thank you all so much for helping me get there, for raiding in, for lurking. For those who haven't been here before, my name is Casey. We're doing something called the Art Gym today. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we do like this study session where it's just an accountability session for anybody who wants to join in at any level. I usually pick a topic just of stuff that I need to work on or stuff that I'm interested in drawing, but feel free to pick something else to study. And if you want to share, at the end, we do this thing, we do like a show and tell piece at the end of stream, and you can drop your stuff in the Art Gym section of the Discord. Hey, Helena, I see you there. It's good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, as long as it's work safe in a study, we'll look at it on stream. If you want to share other stuff, we actually do have a showcase that's coming up. I think the deadline to enter is next week. So by the end of the month, basically. So if anyone wants to show off like finished work, we look at that on stream too. We do like a big showcase once a month. And eventually, when I'm a real pro, I'll actually have like a special overlay for it and everything. But I don't have that right now. But welcome to my stream. And here is some of the work that I do in the afternoons. I don't stream in the afternoon on Tuesdays, but on Mondays and Wednesdays, I stream in the afternoon as well. And I'm typically just doing like illustration work. I'm trying to get into like book covers, children's books, all that kind of thing. And I just, yeah, stream that process, that journey here on Twitch. So if you like watching illustrators work, here's some of the stuff that I do. Some of these, like this one, are going to be made into prints soon and available on my shop on Ko-fi. But for those who don't know, I was actually pushing for partner to help save the vaquita. So now that that step is done and I have partner, the next step is applying for the front page for Save the Vaquita Day. The vaquita is a very highly endangered porpoise. There's fewer than 20 left, possibly as few as 10 in the world, and they really need our help. They're on the brink of extinction, but they can be saved. They actually are resistant to what we call genetic bottlenecking, so there is reason to hope that they can make a rebound. We just have to keep more from dying. So if you guys would like to help me with that goal, stay tuned. I'm going to be, hopefully, hearing the official dates for the Vaquita Day soon, and I can get that information out to you guys. And then I'll be hopefully getting on the front page. But I am going to apply. They may say no. I have no way of confirming whether or not they'll say yes or no. I'm hoping they'll say yes. But, you know, you never know. I also do this thing called sea slug dragons. So we do sea slug I look at sea slugs that you guys pick, and then I design a critter, usually a dragon-y critter based on the sea slug. It's just kind of fun. I really enjoy creature design. And actually, I also do sculpting, so one of these has a sculpture, there we go, based on it. They'll say yes, maybe. I mean, they said no for TwitchCon Artist Alley, so nothing is a guarantee, but I am going to put myself out there. But yeah, so here is a sculpture. This is on my Ko-fi if anybody would like to own this little guy. I sculpt on the last stream of the month. So, anyway, if you want to catch a sculpting stream, that comes up at usually a Monday or Wednesday afternoon. So, this one, though, will not be available online. You see all those little bits. It's just a little too too fragile for me to actually ship that. I think it would break into lots of tiny pieces if I were to ship that. But stuff like that, stuff like the painted ones. This one is gonna go also. This one's on Ko-fi. This is a vaquita. It's actually a vaquita and a baby. They've been finding babies every year that they survey, so they are still reproducing in the wild, which is hopeful. So hopefully we can get the word out about these guys, and if you want to help spread the word, there's free vaquita emotes over on my Ko-fi. If anyone has vaquita emotes, feel free to spam them. But this is what they look like if you'd like them. They're free to use in your own Discord, in your own Twitch, in your gilded server, you know, wherever you would like to spread the word. And we are about to be in an ad break, so I don't see anything from Margot. I think Margot maybe had to run, but I'm gonna pull up Margot's work after the ads so that we have time to look at it and appreciate it. There they are, Christmas cat. But yeah, feel free, guys. Like I said, those emotes that Neilf is using as well, those are free for anyone to use. If you're able to credit me, like as the artist on Twitch or something, feel free. But you know, I mostly just want people to have a conversation piece about this animal, so feel free to download those. Okay. So we are about to be in an ad break, and I'm gonna stretch during the ads. So I don't do any art during the ads. I try to keep it to where nobody feels left out. Oh, it's on Blue Sky, posting right now. Okay. Let's do it right now then, so that I don't forget. Margot, I'm excited to see. I love your little series. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at it. This is what Margot was working on. Margot is so good at watercolor. Look at these little mouse wheel powered cars. Isn't this the cutest thing you've ever seen? What a fun little concept. Guys, seriously, go follow Margot Simone. Does very cute, very sweet illustration. Very work safe stream too, very cozy stream. So make sure that you follow if you aren't already. Margot, this looks great. You're so good at what you do. There's so much other stuff here that Margot's got posted. You can see sketches, works in progress, finished work. I think we got to see this one last time. But yeah, go follow Margot, everybody. I'm gonna link you to Margot's profile, and then we are gonna be in an ad break for a few minutes. So if you can hear the sound of my voice, I'm gonna leave this on the screen so that people who aren't stuck in ads can still admire it. But we are gonna do some stretching. So yeah, if you can hear me, just arch your back, push your shoulder blades together, and hold for about 20 seconds or so. 20 to 45 seconds is supposed to be optimal. And you're just gonna flex those muscles, right? You're just gonna like really tense them up, because that's gonna help strengthen those little tiny neck, shoulder, and back muscles that you have. And then after about 20 to 45 seconds, which is what they say is kind of like the optimal, you know, optimal stretch time, you're just gonna relax. You're gonna unarch your back. So what you're basically doing is going from like a hunched shrimp posture. We're gonna unshrimp ourselves, chat. You're gonna unshrimp by overarching. You're overcorrecting that hunched back, and then you're relaxing after your 20 to 45 seconds. So it's gonna kind of straighten up your spine. You can also push your neck to kind of realign, to kind of prevent any hunching that might be happening in your neck as well. That's a common, like, tech neck is kind of an epidemic right now for a lot of people in the West. So, you know, do some neck rolls, do some neck stretches, and just really flex those muscles. And I try to do that stretch literally every time I'm sitting, driving, walking, standing somewhere. Anytime I notice that my shoulders are rolling forward. So I've been doing that for about 1.5 years, and I think it's really impacted my posture. I can sit up with my shoulders back like this, and it does not feel weird. So it does work. You just have to like keep at it, and it takes time. And then my other favorite one is this one for tendonitis and carpal tunnel. Basically, you take your hand, you rotate to point it at the ground, and then you gently pull your fingers and your thumb towards your body and hold for about 20 again to 45 seconds. Happy World Brain Day. Is it World Brain Day? Well, happy World Brain Day to you too, Mayor of Canada. So I'm gonna hold for about 20 to 45 here as well. And for me, I just watch the ad counter. So that's kind of how I keep track. But if this is too hard, or if it hurts, you can do the prayer pose as well, where you just hold your hands in front of you like you're praying, and then push towards your belly. So you can gently do that on both sides here. And then usually about those two stretches just about get us out of ad breaks typically. So those are my favorite. Although I was gonna go grab my water really fast. I may do that still. Kind of thirsty. I'm gonna grab my water. In fact, I'm also gonna show you guys the thing I got. Are we back from ads? Almost. I got some stuff in the mail. I'll show you guys after the ads, though. What's the best way to celebrate Brain Day? Probably a brain break if you work too hard. Alright, I think we're back from ads. Well, thank you guys for stretching with me. Hopefully you all got some water and are hydrating. But yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you again, Margot, for raiding in. Thank you to anybody who stuck around from the raid, too, from Margot's stream. Super appreciate your company. We always say around here, lurking is love. It's such a easy way to support any streamer, not just me. So I really appreciate you. It's definitely helped over the past year with people finding my stream, with me making connections in not just the art world, but like the publishing world even. And so I just really, really appreciate, yeah, that simple support. Lurkers, don't ever underestimate yourselves. You are extremely wanted and needed. What do you think the best way to celebrate Brain Day is? You let me know. I'm gonna celebrate by going to a buffet this afternoon. I'm gonna feed my brain. Does that count? Is that an acceptable way to do it? Okay. I have a sudden desire to roll up trash, everybody. Okay, I just realized I also forgot to post. Ooh, I have to sneeze. Oh, sorry, I couldn't make it to the mic in time. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Helena. I'm so sorry, I know that was probably loud. Okay. Alright. I think I'm caught up on stuff. We're gonna draw another one now. I don't know who bet on me to finish a certain number of studies, but if you are betting against me today, I'm gonna prove you wrong. I'm gonna draw so many baboons and geladas and mandrills today. You don't even know. You don't even know, chat. And if you still want to make a bet, there is a little, I guess we can't call it bets, right? There's a prediction, I meant to say. Up at the top of chat. Aw, thank you. And you guys, you know what? You should also be following Helena. Helena is a wonderful artist here on Twitch. A true pro. Makes super cute merch. We were looking at Helena's merch on stream yesterday. And ugh, you have such good design. I can only dream. I can only dream. One day, guys, I will develop my design eye. But that day is not today. Today I'm working on primates. What do you mean, what do I mean? Look at your work. You know what I mean. Have you seen your paintings? I have not. No, they're not design. Like, design is such a different side of the art brain. I feel like composition, okay, you can kind of make an argument that there has to be some element of design there, but like, I feel like the ability to design something to look presentable, like the graphic design part of the art brain is like, that is such a weak muscle in my brain and I really need to strengthen it. I'm still trying to wrap my head around like grids and layouts and balance and like taste. Like, what even is taste? I don't think I have any. Like, I don't know how to design logos. I don't know how to make stuff look presentable. Like, my brain just doesn't automatically think about that stuff. And I haven't spent a lot of time like taking in design. Be like you and just YOLO. See, when I do that, it just looks like a high schooler designed it. Like, I have the taste. I have the design sensibilities of high school Casey still. And I haven't spent any time developing anything further. And I just need to work on that. Like, it's just not, like, I don't even know what I don't know. Does that make sense? Like, I have no clue. I just like drawing stuff. That's pretty much where my art skills end, is like, I just like drawing stuff and like laying stuff out. Again, grids, layouts, like what is that? How do you even decide what looks good? I don't understand. Better start if you want to try chips. I know, right? I know. I gotta design some art stickers, some art gem stickers. I mean, stickers are one thing. I feel like I can do okay with a little sticker. Because stickers for me are usually just like It's just isolated drawing, right? There's just a drawing with no background. Easy. But like, you know, doing anything that requires a little more finesse, like it's painstaking for me to design a business card. And I will show you what my business card is. It's so simple, and yet you would be shocked how long it took me to figure out how to design it. And it's probably not even that good of a design. So here's the front of my business card, right? Some of this information might actually be out of date. I think that email address no longer works for one thing. Yeah, I think this just got discontinued actually from my website provider. Come on, focus. Okay, well it's blurry. So yeah, here's the front. Here's the back. It's so bad. It's just so basic. And it took me so long. It took me so long to make it even kind of look presentable. I was there. Yeah, you probably were. It's just hard. So hard for my brain. I just want to draw pictures. That back. You said I could just wing it, Helena. You said I could wing it and it would be fine. What do you mean it's not fine? What do you mean graphic design is its own skill set and you kind of have to develop that muscle? That's what I'm saying. It looks so bad and it's so simple and it's like, ugh. And I need to take like half of these icons off because I don't use Facebook. I definitely don't use DeviantArt. Yeah, I need to balance it better. I have Blue Sky under my name now, so at least I can do 3 and 3 now. That's the problem, is I really want to have just be my name on everything. But Instagram, I can't do that. Twitch, I locked myself out of my full name. So I actually own that account, or I did at one time. But I did it through Facebook for some stupid reason, and then they stopped allowing you to connect your Facebook to Twitch. And so I lost it. So it's just forever frozen. Oh yes, that's what I said. I'm allowed to have conversations, Maze. You calm down. Stop being bossy. I mean, without the art, just yeah. So I do have the. I mean, I created that account on Twitch, but it's locked. Although I heard once you're a partner, you can like request to have an older account that's not being used be unlocked for you. So maybe I'll try again, because I did reach out to Twitch help about it. I did reach out to Twitch help about it, and they said they couldn't do it for me, but maybe now I can. Christmas Cat, hey, good to see you. And Isol, hey, how's it going? We are here for accountability, but that doesn't mean I have to just ignore people in chat. Like, I'm also here for camaraderie. I say this all the time, but part of why I like streaming is the fact that it's like, you know, I don't have to be isolated in my studio all the time. I spent like the better part of a decade just quietly drawing by myself and smashing my head against a wall. And I still, pretty much outside of this, like I guess my day job, I sort of interact with people, but not on like a, I don't know. It's a very superficial, like customer servicey sort of a level. I appreciate all aspects of streaming. I'm not so focused in that I can't stop and have a little bit of a conversation. I do appreciate you trying to keep me on track, but to be honest, I don't expect to be my most productive on stream. I've said this a few times, but most art streams, I think most art streamers would agree. If you're an art streamer in chat, raise your hand if you find Twitch streaming a little bit distracting sometimes. Like, I mean, that's kind of part of it. And it's okay. You get nothing done. Yeah, Isol. So I've had this conversation with a lot of artists, and it's kind of what I've been finding myself doing too, is I do all of my, like for my planned pieces, like for my portfolio pieces and stuff, I do all of my creative like concepting and problem solving actually off streams, like the thumbnail process. There's some people who are good at this. I'm just not one of them. Like Jay Stiller is great at doing great thumbnails on stream. Some other people are really good at being able to do like really productive work on stream. I think I just like chatting with you guys too much to just 100% zone in and do nothing. Yeah, Helena's like 100%. Yep. It's the only time I will sit and focus because someone is watching. So, but that's the other thing too. Even though I'm chatting, you might think I'm not being productive, but 100% neither one of these studies would have happened if not for you guys. So you're still holding me accountable. Even though I'm not being maybe as productive as I would be if I would focus, I just know for a fact that I won't focus I've tried to do it for years off stream, and I just don't do it. So this is basically better than nothing for me. Professional yappers pretending we get work done. Sometimes it does turn into that, yeah. Let's see. But no, even though it's like social for me, it's also just nice. It's nice to have accountability to do this, because I seriously wouldn't. Like, I've done more studies set in the past year just from art gym, even if I only get 1 or 2 done in an hour. Like, I've still done more studies than I've done in my entire life combined, for sure. So it's still productivity, even if, I'm sorry if it doesn't hit anyone's high standards of productivity. It's not going to be top tier productivity, but it's still more than I would have done. So I am thankful for it, and that's what I'm here for. And so it's a careful balance. You feel like it motivates. Exactly, and that's the thing too, Dragon Feathers. Like, we're not having just, I mean, sometimes we have random conversations, but we're having conversations about art, about the industry. We're having important conversations and like processing through what it's like on this journey. You know what I mean? Like, it's still helpful. It's like shop talk. Like, you're having shop talk time in an industry where you otherwise would just be by yourself, talking to nobody and having no feedback. So I find the chatting actually helpful for a lot of reasons, and not just socializing. Like, I've talked about convention stuff with people here on Twitch. I've talked about like painting processes and learning and like resource sharing. Like, it's important conversation to have, and that's part of streaming, I think, is like engaging with whatever community you're in, whether it's gaming, talking strategy, or art, talking art, or science, talking science. Like, that conversation, like, humans are social creatures, and we learn together and we grow together. And I think it's really hard when you're in a field like art where you're just by yourself all the time. And the ideas that sprout from chat are, yeah, exactly. And so, like, if you don't talk to your chat, you're missing out. Like, you're missing out on ideas. Like, you guys have given me so many cool ideas, or like suggestions on ways to improve my stream, even, or like suggestions on things to do. Even if I don't take them, I still appreciate them, you know? Like, it's all productivity if you look at it that way. You gotta broaden your view about what is productive and what isn't. What's unproductive is to sit by yourself and draw without inviting anyone into that space, because that's what I did for a long time. And nobody ever finds you that way. Like, you just keep shouting into the void. And I got really tired of that. I've said this before, but basically in 24, I was about ready to give up on pursuing art. I was just like, all right, I've been trying to do this off and on for like 8 years, and I just need to either do it or don't do it, you know? Oh my gosh, Struble! And see, I never would have met Struble if not for Twitch streaming. Struble, thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate you. Thank you for coming in. How are you doing? We are doing some primate studies today for the art gym. I'm not hating it as much as I thought I would. I do like baboons and gelatas and mandrills, but I'm trying to work my way up toward like chimps and gorillas, which kind of scare me. Like, they just freak me out a little bit, just the way that they look. But how was your stream? What did you get up to? Welcome to the art gym, everybody. My name is Casey. Thank you, by the way, to anybody who has helped during the push, to anybody who has been around and supportive. We got partnered. So thank you so much. Oh my gosh, Amaze, you're fine. Stop. You're fine. Struble, how was your stream? What did you get up to? Is it Manea? I'm sorry if I said it wrong. Welcome in. And welcome in to everyone else. Bite Me Medusa, welcome in as well. Thank you. Yeah, no, thank you guys for helping me get to partner. People like Struble raiding in, people lurking. Like, you guys are the reason that this happened. It's not me. Did a drawing of capybaras. I would love to see if you want to share, but of course, no pressure. If you have to raid and run, or if you don't want to share, or if you don't have time to upload that piece. If you have anything work safe that you want to share, though, I would love to see it. While I wait for a link, I'll just do a quick intro. My name is Casey. I was recently pushing for partner, and I just announced partnership yesterday, live on stream. You can watch the VOD or the clips if you want to see when that happened, but this is the reason that I was pushing for partner, and am now excited to move on to the next step, is for the Vaquita, for Save the Vaquita Day. It's coming up this October, actually, so pay no attention to the date on here. I was working with old information when I made this. But yeah, I'm trying to get the Vaquita's Plight on the front page. So the next step is to actually apply to the front page. But I'm still waiting on hearing the exact date for Save the Vaquita Day, so stay tuned. I will hopefully be able to let you guys know as soon as I know. Hey Sleepless, it's good to see you. How are you? Thanks for coming in. Isn't Mana Oda Subzoodoodle? I don't know. Yeah, if anybody subbed or purchased a Subdoodle, not if you were gifted one, but if you purchased a Subdoodle or if you were gifted a Subdoodle. I do have this. What was that? Oh no, did everything break? What just happened? Are we still live? Not a pro. Help. What was that sound? I was trying to show the Subzoo. Something must be frozen. Help. Okay. I guess we'll find out. Hopefully it don't crash. This is for the party animal Subzoo. So yeah. Evil Turnip. Welcome in, welcome in. Yep, flustered. Fluster does happen for sure. Let's see. Oh, I don't know. Let's check. I mean, if I wrote the name down, then yes, you're owed a Subdoodle. I honestly don't know. If you see your name, because it's not every gift sub, and I know that gets confusing. It's not every gift sub. It's specifically if the gifter chooses to gift the Subdoodle. So usually I write them down if they're in chat so that I can remember. Let's see. Oh, you have a link. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. Evil Turnip, welcome in. Sorry if I missed anybody in chat, and thank you for that Gigantify the book snail. I appreciate that. Yes, we did get partnered yesterday. The thing happened. Thank you, Struble. Thank you so much for rating in. Oh my goodness, this is so cute. Struble, why? Struble, why is everything you draw so cute? I love it. I know I say this like every time, but I feel like you'd be a shoo-in for children's books. I hope that you do pursue that avenue. Guys, once again, go follow Struble if you aren't already. Why is it not letting me shout you out? That's very strange. Okay, well, go follow Struble. Such cuteness. Again, excellent design. I really appreciate you rating in and bringing your community here. Thank you for letting me show off your adorable work. This is what did you call it? It's a river taxi. I love it. I love it. And the taxi drivers look so willing to accommodate. You do book covers for friends? That's fair. That's a good step in the right direction. Well, I hope that you apply to like publishing houses or like industry folks or something. I think you'll do great. And I love all of your work. Struble, again, speaking of design, does incredible design and layout for all of her stuff. So go watch, go look, go follow. I don't know why it's not letting me shout you out for some reason. But I know we got you a shout out. Hopefully people followed. If not, click Struble's name and go follow. And thank you so much, Entertainer, for that follow. I really appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. We are doing the art gym right now. If anybody wants to draw along, it's kind of an accountability session for myself and for anybody who wants to join in. We were just talking about how I do get off task quite a bit, but I still appreciate the accountability and I still get more stuff done than I would normally. And if you want to get productive and do some art studies and have some company while you do it, hang out and draw. And if you want to share what you draw, as long as it's from observational or study, you're welcome to post it in the Discord in the art gym section. But yes, we did. Thank you, Freaky. Yes, we got partnered yesterday. Thank you guys so much, everybody who lurked at all or rated in or did anything over the past couple of months. Like I said, I'm just trying to get front page for Save the Vaquita Day. I don't have a date for Save the Vaquita Day, but hopefully soon I will have one. For anyone who hasn't been here before, this is what my work looks like. I am also trying to get into like publishing children's books, so lurking to help boost me for that honestly is super helpful as well. So thank you all for being here and just for your support. I don't want people to feel like lurking isn't helpful. It definitely does make a huge difference, and I've really felt that over the last few months and years. So yeah, so thank you for being here. This is the type of work you can usually see me doing on stream in the afternoons, although I don't stream in the afternoon on Tuesdays. But yeah, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you hanging out. And if you want to keep hanging out, that's cool. If you got to raid and run, no worries. But this is the sort of work you can expect to see from me. I also do sculpting sometimes. So here's a sculpture that I just listed on my Ko-fi recently based on a sea slug dragon design that I made. I do creature design stuff on the first Wednesday of the month. It's very fun to design critters. So here's one that I will only take in person to shows just because it's a little fragile with all these like tiny fine points and things. But yeah, that's what I do. Welcome to my stream. Sculpting. Oh, I was gonna show you guys the thing I just got. So speaking of sculpting, Struble, thank you so much for that lurk. I really appreciate you. And Entertainer, I hope that you are stuffing your face with good food. Oh, just threw my phone, apparently. Don't know how that happened. But yeah, I just got a new camera arm. I know it's not super exciting looking right now, but I'm excited to set it up hopefully today. And this is going to be an overhead camera, so it's going to like sit up here, and it'll give you a top-down view for when I sculpt, or for when I do like watercolor or something. So hopefully I'll be able to start doing some traditional media studies. That's another goal of mine, is to use more traditional media, especially when I'm doing studies of stuff that I'm pretty comfortable with, like animals. Hopefully it'll help me to yeah, just get more proficient in general with traditional media so that we can do yeah, more plein air stuff, and I can feel more comfortable like painting or drawing with pastels or something out in the wild. I'd love to take you guys eventually, if I can ever work my way up to it, I'd love to get an IRL rig somehow and figure out a way to go on like sketch hikes with you guys, go out to bookstores or coffee shops or something and go do some like out in the world sketching, maybe a museum or a zoo. I think that'd be really fun. So yeah, well, stay tuned. If any of that sounds like fun to you, stick around. Follows are free, but unfollows are also free. Because I know I'm not everybody's vibe. And that's okay. I did just drop my phone really far. I'm just glad it didn't turn off my computer, because it fell right next to my power supply. Okay, let's draw. Also fundraising for St. Jude's. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, you guys are really doing great. Man, you and Mocha Loco and everybody just does such a good job with all the fundraising. I need to take notes from you guys. Oh, now it lets me shout you out. Yeah, go follow Struble. Go support for St. Jude. Go hang out on some of those streams. Mocha Loco, everybody, you're trying to raise $100,000 for the kids, and I think you're on your way. For last time I was checking, it looked like collectively you guys had raised quite a bit. How's it going with the primates? Hi, Sharing. Good to see you. It's going okay. It's going okay. They're not my favorite drawings I've ever made, let's just put it that way. But they're not terrible. I'm just trying to figure out like the basic structure of these critters. They're a little bit, I don't know, I might go a little bit more stylized with some of these just so that I can feel a little more comfortable. But you know, I'm trying to get over my aversion to drawing primates, frankly. You're getting there with auction and fundraising. You're close to $600 with 2 more days. That's awesome. Struble, congrats. Thank you so much for that. That's honestly such a cool way to use streaming to raise money for things like that. I hope I can follow in your footsteps this fall and help raise some money for the vaquita. That would be super cool. Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to make that happen. And again, if anybody, if there's any streamers out there who are interested in getting in on Save the Vaquita Day, let me know. I'll be putting together an event probably so that I can like say, hey, here's the times people are streaming, here's what they're doing, and just like get that posted and shared around so that other people can get involved too. Or maybe like if my stream times don't work for somebody, they can find somebody else who's doing some fundraising or some awareness stuff, and help get the word out there as well. So thank you for the lurk, Sharing. You're hosting your little nephews. Okay, yeah, no worries. Have a good one. Thank you so much for the lurk. Seriously, lurking is love. I super appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Alright, I don't know, guys. So this is a little tricky. I'm gonna watch that little video I was showing you guys, because I'm having trouble figuring out this part of the reference. I don't have a good enough understanding of the anatomy here to really know what I'm drawing. Like, I mean, I kind of have an idea. Like, I can look at these bones and I know the shoulder is probably like here-ish. But I want to watch this video of this guy kind of like moving one more time so I can really understand what I'm seeing. So it looks like the shoulder blade, I can see that moving. I can see the edge of the shoulder right there. So that's where like the bicep is, the deltoid's right up there. So that kind of helps me to figure out what's going on in this picture. Yeah, so again, if you're ever not able to draw from life, it's always more helpful to see something moving, but a video reference can also be extremely helpful. Oh my gosh, Hannah! Holy cow. Thank you so much for coming in. Hello, hello. How was your stream? That was almost a double raid there with Struble. How did it go? Thank you for coming and visiting. Hannah's a cozy studio. Aw, your studio is very cozy. We are doing some primate studies today. I'm trying to overcome my aversion to primates. Thank you, Maze, for helping with that shout out. I appreciate it. Yeah, guys, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Casey. We're doing something called the Art Gym. And if you want to join in, feel free. We do a little show and tell at the end of any studies or anything like that that people do. And if you'd like to participate, you don't have to do primates. I'm trying to understand more about how to draw primates, so I'm focusing today on baboons and mandrills, but we do other things for our gym as well. I can show you some of that in a minute. Like we do costume design. I'm trying to get better at people too, so I'm studying all sorts of things. But yeah, a lot of times we talk about anatomy and how to understand a reference. So if that sounds interesting to you, we welcome people of all skill levels, and we do this Monday through Wednesday. Taz, thank you for the follow, and Artsy, thank you for the follow. Artsy KC, great name. Thank you guys. You're pushing me closer to my follower goal. We are now, it looks like, 18 away from being 4K, which is crazy. Hannah, how was your stream? I'd love to show off any work if you have work to share. You guys, Hannah Cromwell is an incredible artist, gouache artist. I don't know if you're working in gouache today, but gouache is a medium I would love to know more about, so I might have to pick your brain sometime. I'm hoping to do some plein air studies and like plein air sketching here on stream. We've tried to do it before, but it was really windy and I had watercolor and it didn't go well. So hopefully I can do one again some other time. But Shroom, welcome in. And Sagittari, welcome in. And hey, Jack Lantern, good to see you. Elviro, welcome in. So happy to have you here. Intellectual Tux, hello, hello. Welcome in. Let's see. The wrong copy, that's okay. You're all good. Let's see. How is everybody doing? I lost chat. Hold on. Thank you for the lurk, Dragon. I appreciate that. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. I was like, what is this random link? Thank you. Thank you. Yes, we got partnered yesterday. So thank you to anybody from Hannah's stream who has been supportive and come over to lurk. I know there's a little bit of cross community across all of our Twitch. So I'm sure I know some of you, and I just really appreciate all the support over the last couple of months. Casey, your initials, nice. That's my dad's initials. That's actually where my name is from. Is that? Yeah. Except I spell it different. But yeah, welcome in, welcome in. Let's see, who else do we have? Entertainer, Gouache, yes. Oh my Gouache. That's a great raid call. Let's see. So is this digital art? Yeah, so I'm working digitally, but I would like to work more traditionally. I was actually just showing people my new camera arm that I'm going to have set up above to have an overhead view so that I can do more traditional studies and stuff. So stay tuned. I'm hoping to learn more about gouache, but mostly right now I've got like watercolor. I do sculpting. So I guess the one traditional thing I do here on stream is sculpting. You were working on a big painting and your arms are tired. I understand. Well, if you want to share a link to that or any kind of socials, just let me know. Drop a link in chat. No worries. But if you got to raid and run, no sweat either. So I do sculpting on the last stream of the month. This is a dragon sculpture. Yeah, usually it's like a Wednesday or a Monday afternoon. And, you know, we do... That one I won't be able to sell on Ko-fi. That would be an in-person only sale, but this one is on Ko-fi. So if anybody likes sculpting and you want an original sculpture, !Ko-fi, if you'd like to go check these out. I also have a Vaquita sculpture that I just listed up there. Yeah, you can share your Insta. Absolutely. I'd love to show off your Insta. That'd be great. I'm doing Save the Vaquita Day this year. That's actually the whole reason I pushed for a partner, is these little vaquita. A highly endangered porpoise, and they're going extinct. There's fewer than 20 of them left in the world, and I'm trying to raise awareness about them, so I'm trying to get their plight on the front page of Twitch. As soon as I have a date for Save the Vaquita Day, like officially, I will apply for the front page. I'll let you guys know how that goes. And if anyone wants to participate or do anything around Save the Vaquita Day, let me know. I'm happy to add you to the list of events. Might do like a week-long event or something, and I'll do a calendar so people can find streamers and, you know, who want to support or raising money or awareness. And if you want some free emotes, like those one Marcus, great timing, Marcus. If you want those emotes that Marcus just used, they're free on my Ko-fi. You can go download those, no donation required. Use them on your Twitch, use them on your Discord, use them wherever. Would really, really help spread the word. When the date gets confirmed, you'd love to see. Yeah, that'd be awesome, Zenith. thank you for anyone who's interested. We can't lose them. They have a purpose in life. Exactly. Exactly, entertainer. But yeah, most people have never even heard of the vaquita porpoise, so that's why I want to kind of tell people about it. You don't know much about art, but it's nice to watch and learn. Well, you're welcome to be here, Taz. Thank you so much. Oh, I have a hiccup. I'm sorry. Oh, I see a link. Okay, okay. Oh, thank you. Yep, there's Save the Vaquita Day if you want to go watch those. Amaze posted those links. Thank you so much. Okay, here we go. I found your link. Let's check out Hannah's beautiful work before anybody scatters. Oh my goodness. There we go. Look at this beautiful stuff. Apparently, I have not been on Instagram in a while. Apparently, I was not following you, but I fixed that. I'm definitely following you on Blue Sky. Pretty sure you're on my art streamers list. My little starter pack on Blue Sky. Guys, look at Hannah's work. Look at it. Behold it. It's so pretty and so cute and so stylish. Again, this is what I mean when I say there's like the illustration side of the art brain, and then there's like the design part of the art brain. I do not have that second one. That muscle is so weak for me, but these are so good. Oh my gosh, I love it. It's so cute. I love your clouds. So this is all gouache, I'm pretty sure. Oh my goodness. Congratulations on 2K as well. I know it's very belated because this was back in May. If you're like me, you probably don't update your Instagram as often as you should. I know, I sure don't. This one is gorgeous. I love the way that you do clouds. And gouache looks so lovely. Like, I just love the textures and I love the vibrancy. I feel like I'm really going to enjoy gouache. I just need to like suck it up and get over my fear and just get into it, you know? If you haven't noticed, I just come with funny puns. Hey, we like funny puns, entertainer. Christmas cat, yeah, that's right. Christmas cat knows you're gonna get cheese thrown at you around here. So as long as you like cheese, we like puns. But we do hurl cheese at punny people. Currently process setting your own Ko-fi because of the encouragement. Oh, that's awesome, Elvira. Yeah, I mean, you never know if you don't put yourself out there. Take it from me, somebody who is too afraid to interact with the internet for like the better part of a decade. It doesn't get you anywhere. You know, worst case, you put yourself out there and it just increases the odds that people are going to find you and you know, maybe be able to find whatever it is that you're trying to make out there, you know. But especially as an artist, if you are too afraid to get involved in community, if you hide, you will get exactly nothing, which is what I got for a very long time. But Hannah, this is gorgeous. Thank you so much for sharing your art. If anyone wants to go check out Hannah's Insta and you missed the link, go give her a follow and follow her here on Twitch too. Lovely person, lovely community. Thank you so much again for bringing everybody over here. Again, if you haven't met me before, my name is Casey. Here is, I don't think I showed you guys this. Did I show you guys this? Here is some of my work. So in the afternoons on Mondays and Wednesdays, I tend to do illustrations. I tend to do portfolio pieces, new prints for conventions. I'm hopefully gonna have this one and possibly a few others on this chart. Up on my Ko-fi shop once I get that print order in. I do have my own printer and I could do some test runs here, but it's still a whole lot cheaper to print in bulk for conventions and shows and stock. So the printer I'll be using for more like smaller awards. Like on Patreon, I do art in the mail. So I'll be doing some postcards hopefully soon. And I also want to do a whole bunch of stickers. Actually, I was going to show you guys that. I just got my sticker paper today, as well as the arm for the camera that I was just mentioning, so I can do some traditional studies and stuff. I'm gonna have that overhead, so when I do sculpting or painting, I can have a camera top-down view, so you guys can see better what I'm doing, but especially for painting, so this is gonna be great. And then I got some recommended vinyl paper. Some people who make their own stickers recommended this brand, and I'm gonna try it out, see how it works, and if it works well, I'm gonna have some test runs. And if it works well, then I'll hopefully be able to start making my own stickers. And they'll be available on my Ko-fi shop, and I'll do giveaways, but right now all I have is paper stickers, and I'd love to switch to vinyl. So anyway, yeah, thank you guys for being here. So yeah, if you like my work, feel free to follow or just lurk. You don't have to follow if you don't want to. I know sometimes it's just hard to keep up with people on Twitch. I certainly follow a lot of people who I still haven't had a chance to check out their stream, so... but I do graphic novels, or I'm trying to teach myself graphic novels as well, so I kind of do a variety. So sculpting, digital illustration, here's some sticker designs that I'm hoping to get turned into vinyl, especially these monster ones. I've only ever had a couple of these done, but I really want to make a series. Bunch of dinosaur stickers. I can't wait to make a whole bunch of those. So it should be fun. And that's what we do, so welcome to my stream.
How long have I been doing art? So Taz, I'm just one of those crazy people who never stopped drawing. Here's the thing about art. Everybody draws when they're a kid. It's just some of us decide to stop. And we usually stop because we get self-conscious about our art or our abilities compared to other kids in the class or other kids around us. And a lot of people just never pick it up again. And then there's the crazy people who just can't seem to stop, even if they wanted to. And I'm one of those. So yeah, I mean, my whole life, I guess. But I didn't start taking art seriously until after teaching, probably. Maybe a little bit during college. Like I would take commissions and stuff when I was in college, but I definitely, yeah, I'm trying to make it a career right now. So thank you for being here. Thank you for lurking, and thank you again for helping me get partnered. I really appreciate that. And there's all my socials if anyone needs those. Thank you, Amaze. I'm tabling in the near future. Where's the best place to check for updates? Probably socials or Discord. Yeah, what Amaze just posted, my socials. I'll usually post, I'll make announcements on social media and pin them if I can, but I will definitely post in my Discord. So keep an eye on the announcements channel in the Discord. If you're in the, oh, thanks Amaze. Beat me to it. If you're in the Discord and you want to get alerts when I make an announcement, you do have to make sure that you have alerts, like notifications enabled for my channel or my server. And there you can like self opt into like announcements pings, so you won't get every ping. Some people I know just like turn notifications on just for the announcements channel so they don't miss any announcements, and then they keep notifications off everywhere else. That's fine. We have a stream pings channel. You can kind of adjust however you want to use Discord. But yeah, Discord might be the best way right now, or I guess if you're into Patreon, I use my Patreon as like a newsletter right now. So basically you can follow for free on Patreon, and I'll just post to members little updates. So I don't post to the public usually updates unless they're really major. But little like monthly newsletter type stuff I'll post to members both free and paid on Patreon. So I usually announce what conventions I'm going to, what stuff's happening, all that kind of thing. Merch drops either on Discord or Patreon. Let's see. You're building a Lego set. Nice. I hope that goes well. Mr. Manuva, thank you so much. That's really kind. You've been making bracelets for almost 2 years, and all started because I was going to Taylor Swift Era Tour bracelet. Oh, that's awesome. Hey, you never know. Elvira, do what you love, and if people want to support that, they can, and if not, you're still doing something you love, right? Hannah, thank you so much for the lurk. Thank you again for bringing your community here. I really appreciate it. I'm going to do one more quick study. I didn't get to do a mandrill today, so I really want to do at least one mandrill because I think they are so cool. I'm going to do this like roaring face because I really like it, and I'm going to do a little color study of it. And then after I'm done, give me like 10 minutes and we're going to get into the art gym section of the Discord. So if you did a study of any kind, feel free to post it in there, and we're going to admire it together here on stream in just a few minutes. And if you are a streamer, even if you're not an art streamer, let me know or let the mods know, and we'll give you a shout out so people can know where to go follow you. Just again, I do ask that if you do post in the art gym section, that it is like a study or something that's done from reference or observation, or maybe like foundational art practice. So just try to be aware of that. If you're not sure what counts as a study, I have like a loose guide pinned to the top of the channel. We just want it to be mostly stuff drawn not from imagination, basically. So any like character art or world building stuff that can go in like any of the other art share sections, but we're trying to encourage artists to do more studies with the art gym. So that's the whole point of the art gym. So thank you for helping me encourage others and encourage myself to keep it up with studies, because this tends to be like the hard stuff about art making, right? This is like the stuff people don't want to do. Like, we don't want to do studies. We want to draw our own characters. We want to make up our own head worlds. We want to draw fan art. Like, that's the fun stuff. You don't need an accountability session for that. At least I don't. I don't know many artists to do. But we do need accountability to actually improve, to draw things we're not already good at, or to draw things that intimidate us. And so that's what I'm attempting to create for the art gym space. So I appreciate your help with that. It's not like a big deal or anything. It's just be aware if a mod might ask you to move something. Like, don't be offended. It happens all the time. It's not like you get a bad mark on your report card or something. Okay. Do you draw with one of those pen things? I draw with a Cintiq here at the studio, and I draw with a Huion at my apartment. I have a home studio for when I can't make it to the studio. Thankfully, I haven't had to stream from there in a while. But if by pen thing you mean a tablet, then yes. I do have an iPad as well, but I don't use it as much these days. That's more of like a mobile studio. So like when I'm traveling or camping, I tend to draw more on the iPad. But when I'm I like to have like a station to work at. I really appreciate the feeling of like being at an easel that I get from a drawing tablet. So yeah. The mandrill photo made you yawn, did it? That's funny. Captain Scoliosis, what a frightening creature. They're so cool though. Big teeth. Yeah, I like their big teeth. Yeah, this is a mandrill. If you want to see a really intimidating creature though, look up a drill. Okay, not a drill like a tool, but the animal. Like, can I just please show you really fast? This is just kind of what they walk around looking like. Like, drills? Holy cow. Like, so... just like... pure... I don't know. Intimidation. Drills are incredible looking. Here's one looking... This is the most congenial looking drill I could find a picture of. But they are just like pure muscle. And man, mandrills in general and drills, I just really love their look. So this is a mandrill, you can tell by the colorful markings. Pay no attention to the laser eyes cat. And here is a drill. They're very iconic for like the colorful markings, especially when they're like trying to intimidate. They tend to get brighter, so like all the blood rushes. It's kind of like our like blushing for us. But yeah, drills are so cool. I've never seen one in person. Drills will take your wallet, order a pizza with your money, then eat the whole thing for yes. And this is, they're just, yeah. But like, it's so funny because it's just the males, right? Like, here's the female. Looks like a baboon, you know? And they're actually closely related to baboons. That's why they look so similar. But the male, guys, that male, look at that big face. Look how big the face is compared to the rest of the body. Yeah, look at those chompers, you guys. Drills and mandrills are so cool. Oh no, they're endangered! They're angry because they're endangered, chat. We have to save them. I hate this. It's always so disappointing when we get in here and talk about animals, not to go on just a little animal rant, but it's just so disheartening to constantly find all these cool animals and then learn that they're going extinct, you know? Like, they're not critically endangered yet, which is good. But they're not doing hot. Let's see where they live. Now I'm curious. They're both species of drill are endangered. These ones live off the west coast of Africa. Okay. In Equatorial Guinea. Okay, I don't know. I don't actually know where that is. It's here. This is where they live. So this is probably part of why they're endangered, is they have a very small range. Animals that specialize in a small area of the world definitely have a much higher risk from humans. Let's see. It was predicted in 2009 that the Boko Island drills are about 5 or 4,000, which is low. It's not dangerously low, but it is low. They were being hunted, of course. After the law's announcement, the market for bushmeat became larger and more profit-oriented. 37 carcasses a day in 2010. I can't read this, you guys. I'm gonna start crying. Okay, anyway. Sorry to... Drills are cool! Don't eat them! Don't hunt them! They're really neat. Let's not drive them to extinction, please, human. Please. Please stop. Ugh. Okay, anyway. They are intimidating. I still remember the baboon chase from... Yes! Baboons are terrifying. Mandrills is the main thing I think of when a baboon... Yes, and you know what's funny about mandrills, too? So, who's familiar with Rafiki from The Lion King? Yeah, it does. It's horrible to hear. I'm sorry, yeah. The area gets invaded and damaged, and there's not much they can do. Exactly. They have nowhere to go. Yeah. The female looks so chill. I love the look of mandrills and drills. That's what drove this whole... That's why I'm starting my primate journey with mandrills and drills, because I think they're really cool. I grew up going to the Fort Worth Zoo, and they had a mandrill couple. I think they had a baby one year that I went. And it was just always so fun to watch them, and when they'd get really worked up, they'd get really bright, you know, and they kind of run around, but they're really... just really interesting critters, and yeah, we don't want to lose them. I'm afraid to look up and see if the mandrill is endangered. It probably is. Probably at least vulnerable. I feel like so few critters are getting away with just being totally fine in their population numbers anymore these days. Sarcastic fringe head, absolutely, Neil. We will do that. A popular one for sure. Let me finish this quick study. We'll do the Draw Me an Animal game, and then we're gonna look at what you guys did in the art gem section. There's a book called An Immense World by Ed Young about how different animals experience the world differently through their senses. Oh, that sounds awesome, Jack Lantern. If it's not too much trouble, would you mind dropping that in Nerd Talk in the Discord? I would love to look that up later, like after stream. Thank you for the rec. If it's too much trouble, don't worry. I'll probably catch it in the VOD. I sometimes watch the VODs back to like see stuff I missed. But if you're able to, that'd be awesome. Thank you. Losing my mind at this animal. Oh, the sarcastic fringe head. Yeah, that is what it's called. So for the Draw Me an Animal game, guys, no hints in chat, okay? I'm going to draw it from my knowledge of the animal or memory, or I'm gonna guess. Pretty sure I know what this one looks like, but it does have a really complex anatomy that I always kind of fudge a little bit, so don't give me any hints. Feel free to go look it up, though. It is a fascinating critter. And go watch some videos of it even. We'll probably watch one here on stream before we raid out. I am going to finish. I do want to do at least one color study, though, so let me just... I'm trying to stay in the zone here just a tad. And, you know. It's more or less not working. Charzia, thank you so much for coming in and thanking Ryu. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Congrats on getting a gift sub. It's always nice when the sub bomb fairies grant you with a gift sub. I'm not sure how they decide. Does anyone know how they decide who gets a sub and who doesn't for those? I feel like I've been told it's random, but sometimes it feels very, like, targeted. It's like somebody who was recently in chat or somebody who was lurking. But then sometimes it's like I've gotten a gift sub from a channel I've never been to. So I know it's also like they try to use it as like marketing a little bit, I guess, for people. But I don't really know how they decide who gets one. You know? On multiple screens. Oh, Jack Lantern, thank you. You're so kind. Seriously, I appreciate that kind of dedication. Like, Jack Lantern, that kind of attitude about lurking, that is what's gonna help my career ever happen. Like, thank you. Seriously. Means a lot. Ken Holtron has the best art of animal drawing book. Oh, cool. Yeah, if you, Artsy, if you want to share a link to that, and if you're in the Discord, you can also feel free to drop that in the Nerd Talk section or the Talk Shop section or something. By the way, if anyone joins the Discord just to like participate in Art Gym or share a link or something, don't feel like you have to stay. Like, I'm not going to be offended. People come and go all the time. I know I have to come and go from Discord sometimes because I am at cap. Like, I am maxed out on Discords. Like, to join, I had the opportunity to join a partner Discord, and I had to like spend 20 minutes going through my Discord servers trying to find one that I was like, oh, which one do I want to leave? Because there's like so many cool communities, but I don't have time to participate in all of them. So like, don't worry if you don't have time in your schedule for another Discord. But if anyone wants to interact, there is a Discord link. Feel free to join. Anyone is welcome. We also have a stream share section. If anyone's a streamer, let us get to know you. You know, tell us when you're streaming so we can come check you out. I do try to lurk when I can. I'm not always able to pop into chat depending on what I'm doing, but I do try to at least say hello eventually in chats. So yeah, feel free to drop those as well. Or if you know a streamer that you think people in this community would really enjoy, feel free to drop that as well. All right, let's do... I might do... What do you guys think about like a de-stress gaming session? I'm feeling so... Now that the push is over, I'm feeling like I didn't realize how much stress I was carrying from that, even though it went so smoothly. And my roommate's moving out, and like the financial pressure that that's putting on me is stressful. I just kind of want to like... I don't know. Might do like an all-day Sunday stream sometime. Just like the entire day, just play games and come like hang out. Would you guys want to hang out for that? I could also do it on Discord because I know I mostly do art streams, but they would be RT games. Like, even when I play games, I tend to play more art type games. But we might do that sometime in August. So if you have been wanting me to stream a game, oh, that reminds me, we actually do have. If you want to vote on what game I play, we do have a game vote going on for the community challenges for channel points. So if you follow, you get 500 channel points that you can spend. If you stick it out through a raid, you get a bunch of channel points you can spend. And if you want to drop those and vote on a game, I have 2 options up right now. I may add a third. I think I just added it yesterday, so it wouldn't be too far behind. But basically, I'll just play whichever one you guys want me to play first. But it's either Okami right now or Book of Travels. We could always do both, though. You be down for that? Yeah. I don't know. I know I don't play games very often on Twitch, but I think a Sunday game stream is something that would be nice. That sounds helpful to the Monday through Friday 9 to 5 workers that get the Sunday dread. Oh, I get that all the time. I get it on Wednesday, though, because I have to go to my day job Thursday through Saturday, and so I always get, like, stressed that I haven't accomplished all the things that I need to accomplish, because inevitably, literally every week, I've got such a long to-do list still on Wednesday. It just never goes away. I just have to accept that the to-do list is never going away. It's just always gonna grow, and it's never gonna shrink, and there's nothing I can do about it. Never had the privilege of watching a Casey game stream. Oh yeah, we haven't done one in a while. Does anyone remember? When was the last game stream that we did? It's been a hot minute. These streams are 2 hours and you keep predicting too high. Yeah, I need to wrap this one up actually. I've got lunch plans today at 12:30, so I cannot linger today. So I'm gonna be wrapping up here in the next few minutes. We're gonna be looking at what's in the art gym, and then I'm gonna head out to lunch. I'm very hungry. I did not eat breakfast. I'm going to a buffet. Very excited. Okay. Hey, Chris Wright, it's good to see you. Thanks for dropping by. Thank you for the congratulations, Chris. It's really, honestly, hats off to everybody who has been around for the last couple months and for the support, for liking my posts on social media. You know, it's like you guys have done so much for me, and I don't know how to say thank you enough. I feel like I'm at this point sounding like a broken record, but I hope everybody knows I really mean it. I'm really excited for what opportunities hopefully will open up for me. Oh, something I haven't talked about. You guys, I'm going to TwitchCon, right? Is anyone else going to TwitchCon? I'm going to be at TwitchCon San Diego. I'm going to be on 2 panels that I think I can talk about now. I'm not sure. So I haven't given a lot of details, but I've gotten into 2 panels, which is exciting. So, I got to figure out how I'm going to pay for that trip because I did not get Artist Alley booth, unfortunately. But one of the perks of being a partner is that I get to go to the partner party, whatever that is. So I guess I'll find out. I'll give you guys an exclusive look into the partner party. It's probably just a bunch of awkward nerds standing around, like, not dancing. That's what I'm picturing, but maybe I'm totally wrong. So yeah, I'll let you guys know what that's like. It's a very funny perk to partner that I didn't think I would be utilizing, but apparently I will do that now. And I might know a couple people at TwitchCon, so I won't be just standing by myself. For all we have done for you. Oh no, not at all, Jack. I'm just out here trying to make a living as an artist. That's literally all I'm doing. I'm just streaming and I'm trying to improve myself. And you guys are generously watching me bumble and flail and get off task and be an absolute mess. And I don't know why, but I really appreciate it. Yeah, you guys have been very encouraging to me, so thank you. And I'm excited to share as much of the journey as I can with you all as a way to say thanks. So I hope it's interesting. Bakaholic, hey, I see you sneaking in there. Yeah, oh yeah, you guys should go follow Chris. Chris, I don't know if Chris streams right now, but you should still follow Chris. Incredible graphic designer, and just an awesome guy. Fun to hang out with. And you can bully him on stream. If you don't know what I mean, you're just gonna have to wait for him to stream, and then you'll see. You can bully him with lift redeems, which I still want to copy you, Chris, so don't be offended if I copy you, okay? But I really need to work out more. I really like the idea of being told to work out by chat. What I need to do, though, is still make, like, an animated, like, Casey Chibi, like, doing jumping jacks or something, and just, like, put it up in front of my camera so nobody can see me, because I'm too self-conscious to work out on stream. Chris isn't. Chris doesn't care. Chris will just work out right in front of you, and I'm like, wow, you're so strong. How do you do, like, emotionally? How do you do that? You need to get bullied some more? Hey, you just start streaming again. I will smash that lift button. Had to type some live stuff. Hey, no worries. I understand. I've had to take multiple breaks from streaming over the years. Carson, hey, it's good to see you. Thank you so much for coming in, Carson. Another fantastic artist you guys should all be drawing. Following, sorry. Yes, but also draw Carson. He's a beautiful human. Sorry, I don't know where that came from. No, Carson is an incredible artist, though. Does these really awesome daily drawings. Thank you so much for the support, Carson. I really appreciate you being here. I don't know why it's not letting me find your name. There we are. Go follow Carson Drew It. We've been able to raid him a few times, so probably a lot of you do know Carson, but if you're not already following, just incredible. You saw the baboon sketch, and now you have the trombone chant baboon songs. I haven't heard it. I don't know what you're talking about, but now I have to look it up. What in the world? Bright, thank you so much for that. Or no, I think I said your name wrong. I'm sorry. Beer, I'm just going to say Beer because I don't trust myself, but thank you so much for that follow. I really appreciate it. Carson, how are you doing? How are you doing? I don't know if you heard, but I got partnered. I got partnered yesterday. And I have you and so many others to thank for that. So thank you for all of your encouragement over the past few months and just in general. I would still love to talk to you now that the partner hype is over. There's so many people that I want to collaborate with, and I would love to talk to you more about doing some kind of a co-stream at some point. I think right at this point I'm just kind of like trying to make sure my life gets settled. I feel like I'm gonna have to do a lot of moving and cleaning at the start of August, and I have a bunch of like trips I'm going on, but maybe sometime in August. But we'll talk. Anyway, I hope you're doing well. Sorry to just put you on the spot like that. Thank you so much. Biritiro, is that how you say it? I don't know if I said your name right, but thank you so much for coming in and saying hi. I appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. No, you're awesome. You're all awesome. As your cat was walking through the room, you coughed and you meowed. Aw, you jump scared your cat. Okay, I'm probably not gonna finish this. I'm just gonna add a few like defining marks, I think, to kind of like with cloud studies, how you can just kind of quickly like clean something up with a few hard lines and hard edges, and it'll kind of look like you did more work than you did. So I'm just gonna do that really fast, and then we're gonna get into what you guys drew. So if anyone did studies, last call to share those studies. Again, it does not have to be of a baboon, and please don't rush either. My hope for this is, I know I get off track, but my hope for this is that people who joined a study are really going to be able to get what they need to out of it and not feel rushed. So if you're not ready to share, we're going to share more stuff tomorrow. So you have literally until the end of Art Gym tomorrow, to get your studies done. So please get what you need to out of it. Especially if you just got here and you're like, shoot, I didn't know this was happening. I'm going to finish this. We're going to do the Draw Me an Animal. I have not forgotten. I just really wanted to finish this color study. But yeah, we're gonna do the Draw Me an Animal, and then we're gonna look at what you guys did, okay? So you got a little bit of time still, but please, again, do not feel rushed. Oh, it's on shrimp time! Ah, shoot! I didn't even see the ad break starting. Okay, let's do that. I need to finish the teeth, and then we'll get going. Yeah, no, for sure, Jack Lantern. It's awesome. It's awesome to watch everybody develop together. Artsy Casey, I don't know if you can hear me. I can answer your question after the ads too. Let me know if you can hear me. You said, is your art journey recent, or when did you get started? Oh, that is a long answer. Not recent. I've been trying to make this happen for a very long time. Short answer is I spent most of my life afraid of the internet and afraid of interacting with the art community, specifically because I watched a lot of drama when I was younger with some friends of mine. But I'm trying to get over that fear. So that's me here on Twitch. If you heard that, let me know. If not, I can answer you after the ads. So, yeah, if you want to stretch with me, if you can hear the sound of my voice, feel free to join me in a little stretch. I like to do a posture stretch where you take your unshrimp. Thank you for the reminder, Christmas cat. You're gonna unshrimp by taking your arch back and just kind of overcorrecting, make a C shape or a J shape, I guess, depending on where you're looking. With your back, and just kind of hold, really push your shoulder blades together and flex. Doing this is going to kind of, don't overarch to the point you hurt your back, obviously, but really push and hold so that you can flex all those little muscles in your back and shoulder and neck, And this is going to strengthen them so they can pull your shoulders back into place over time. So I like to hold for 20 to 45 seconds. I think I've done that for at least 20 seconds now. And then once you've done that, you just kind of relax. You unarch your back. So you're not going to re-shrimp. So you're going to keep your shoulders back, but you're just unarching. So you're overarching and then relaxing the arch. And what this does is it takes you from here to this. And it's just going to kind of straighten you up. I'm also going to do some wrist rotations. We usually do like a tendonitis stretch, but don't really have time because we only have like 15 seconds left. So we're just going to do some wrist rotations. You still say you should do a reverse anamorphs cover of a shrimp morphing into yes. And hopefully backwards. I would like to unshrimp myself. Yes, exactly. A shrimp turning into Casey. If I ever figure out how to animate quickly, I would love to do lots of little animations. And that would be a really good stretch animation, I think. Okay, we should be out of ads. I have some Draw Me an Animals to do. And then Artsy Casey, you asked a question right before the ads. I don't know if you heard my answer, but just a little recap is basically I've been on the art journey trying to break into the industry for a very long time. I quit my career of teaching. I used to be a teacher, for those who don't know. So hi, I used to be an elementary school art teacher. Can you tell? If you get those vibes, that's probably why. And so I just sort of decided to leave that field and pursue this dream. And it's been a really hard journey. And I made it harder on myself by being too afraid to interact with anybody online. I was afraid of getting involved in turmoil and drama, and I mean, that's always a risk. I still see it happening, and I'm like, oh, every time I'm just like, I want to be as far away from that as possible. But I have decided, it turns out, that nobody can hire you if they don't know you exist. So I've decided over the last year and a half or so, I've decided to really try to make a concerted effort to interact more with the art community, to get over my fear of inadequacy, of imposter syndrome, and just like engage with artists that I admire and artists that I have followed for a long time. And like a lot of the times nothing will come of it, right? And that's fine. But like streaming on Twitch is a big part of that journey for me. Oh, the stream froze. Really? Wait, are we okay? Is it just artsy? It looks like it's okay on my end. How are we feeling, chat? Am I frozen? It seems to be working here. Fine for you. Okay, phew, scares me. No, thank you for letting me know, Artsy, because for like months I was having crashing issues, so I appreciate you letting me know. It's better that I'd much rather check and everything be okay than just not realize that I've had a crash. It's very PTSD inducing for me. Oh, that was such a stressful time. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, that was not a fun time. Anyway, so that's like the short answer. No, please don't apologize. You're good. Like I said, I'd much rather know. I'd much rather know than not know. I'd much rather be safe than sorry. Okay, I don't probably have time to finish this whole thing. I didn't have a chance to finish the teeth. But no, so I hope that answered your question. I don't know if you heard it, but yeah, so basically I've been on this journey off and on for about a decade since leaving my teaching job, and it's been really, really difficult. And I was kind of basically about to give up in 2024 when I decided to give Twitch streaming one more try, but this time I decided I was going to actually like get involved in the art community and like meet other artists, and it's just been a whirlwind, and I'm so grateful. And I'm also just mad at myself, honestly. Like if you're listening right now and you're an artist and you've been kind of on the fence about some of these same things, like if you have some of the same fears that I do, I mean, all I can really say is like I tried that path of not engaging for a long time. And if you're feeling frustrated, if you're feeling like you're not, like you're shouting into the void, it's easy to take that as like a quality assessment on your work and to internalize that and to be self-punishing. And I'm just here to tell you it may not be valid. Now there are, I mean, I have skill issues. There's things I need to work on, and maybe you have things you need to work on in your art. But I think a lot of it is community, and that's one thing that I've really learned from Twitch community is like, just get involved. Find some events to get involved in. Go find some draw-alongs. You know, whether it's me, like here at the Art Gym, this is a draw-along, but there's lots of artists that do draw-alongs or art shares. Like Carson has an art share. Doomfruit, who rated us last night, has an art share. Like, find ways to get your art out there, but also encourage others. Like, here's the thing. Like, if people can tell you're only engaging to self-promo, that's going to be a huge turnoff. So, you know, accurately assess yourself, self-analyze, and say, why am I actually doing this? Is my only goal for myself? Because that's actually going to get you nowhere. You got to rewire your brain to be like, I want to encourage others and I want to grow. I think it has to be both. Because yes, obviously all artists want to grow. Like, everyone's dream, right, is to make art their thing. But if you're only focused on that and you're not realizing that other people also have that dream, what is it? It's the way that it's the way I first heard Nerdowino say it about Twitch. It's the rising tide lifts all boats mentality, right? So it's like all boats want to be lifted, but you have to lift each other to lift. And I think it's about self-assessment. You have to be honest with yourself. Like, if you like, some artists do make it happen without ever being supportive of other artists, but I would say it's a much harder road, and I would say that the bar is really high for entry there. But I don't know. I'm also still like entry level myself, so I could be totally off base. And there's probably somebody listening to me right now who's like, this girl does not know what she's talking about. And you're right. I don't. That's why we have this command. Just, whoops, wait, where did I even type that? See? I just typed that somewhere else. That's why we have this command. Where did that go? Alright, well, I just typed pro somewhere on my computer. Yeah, there it is. Thank you, Daddy. Yeah, that was way too high. Thank you, Daddy. Let's get that back down to 50%. Oh, boy. Anyway. Sorry for the random tirade. I hope that made sense. I don't know if it was helpful, and again, I could be totally off base, but that's something that I have learned from the art Twitch community is just, like, get involved. Like, get involved, don't hide, stop being so fearful. If I could give any advice to an artist who's trying to lead a similar path, I would definitely say don't go into it expecting streaming to be your thing. Like, I still have no idea how Partner happened. Like, it just, like, literally a year and a half ago, nobody here knew who I was. Like, this has been extremely bewildering for me. I think really what happened, honestly, there's like an old clip somewhere. I think when I hit 1,000, somebody was asking me about this, or we were having this conversation, and I think the way I described it was something like, here's what I did. I was too afraid to stream, so I just hung out in people's chats all the time instead of streaming. And just like eventually I made friends and people found out that I streamed and that I did art, and I got encouraged to get back into it and like try it again. And I think that might be the only difference, is like, I just made friends first. And so that's part of why I even kind of feel like I don't even know if I really deserve all this. Like, I feel like I just have a lot of friends that are really kind and wanted to be supportive, and now I'm here. And I don't know if that will translate to any kind of industry jobs or any kind of like actual success for me as far as like long-term career, but I'm still really appreciative. But I don't think that I would recommend like expecting to take that path either. Like, for me, the big benefit of Twitch was, and still is, the accountability, the socializing, just like being able to talk shop with other artists and not just be in my studio all the time by myself. Those are the biggest benefits for Twitch for me. Someone threw cheese at the art, yeah. Alright, I've rambled long enough. Let's do this Draw Me an Animal. You guys are probably tired of listening to me. And yeah. That's there's a piece of cheese stuck to my mandrill study. Oh, wait, I missed it. It was a hungry mandrill, that's why. So I have a Draw Me an Animal that's been hovering in the queue for a few minutes. It is a sarcastic French head. Yeah, of course. Thank you for asking, Artsy. I get a little rambly, so I apologize if I went on too long. We do have a ramble alert for when that happens, so if anybody's like, well, a ramble's coming, feel free to trigger that also. Okay. Sarcastic. Not that it will stop the ramble. I want to be really clear. The ramble alert is not a Casey stop talking button. It's a hey, be aware, everybody. There's a ramble happening, like a self-poking fun thing. Anyway. Oh, and then there's also ramble more, which appears broken. Oh no, there it is. Snape just wanted to be dramatic. Snape was doing that dramatic pause. There's the ramble alert. Okay. It's just gonna stay there. Yep. Is the cheese still on the screen? I don't see it. Okay. So we have a sarcastic French head. So the way that the Draw Me an Animal works is no hints in chat, please. Also, hi, Circle. I see you there. Sorry I didn't say hi earlier. I was on my little rant, but I appreciate you coming in. Sarcastic fringe head. Oh, and thank you, AJ, for contributing to that. There is, if you'd like to vote on what game I play for my decompression stream, probably in early August, once my roommates moved out and I'm stressed, then you can vote. You can vote in the channel, whatever it is. So sarcastic fringe head. So I have 5 minutes. Don't give me any hints in chat. I'm gonna draw what I think it is. Hey, Cookie. Oh, thank you. Do you like my sunglasses? I have to keep them there, otherwise I lose them. This is the only way I can keep sunglasses, guys. It's either on my head or they have to be next to my bed on a little hook that they specifically belong on. Otherwise, I lose them almost instantly. And I'm so tired of buying new sunglasses. So I have 5 minutes. I think, if I remember, these are those fish. I'm trying to remember how their jaws unhinge. I always forget if they have... I'm trying to visualize how they would open. So when they're closed, I feel like they look like this. Like they have big sharp teeth and they have these really cool head shapes that are like this. And so when they open, I think this sticks out to the side. So I'm gonna draw this. This is what I'm guessing is how they open up. I really need to study these guys more. They have like these really big stretchy mouths with lots of little teeth and they look really scary. They basically look like void beasts, but here's the thing, guys. They're really small. The sarcastic fringe head cannot hurt you. Well, I guess maybe it could if you put your finger in its mouth, but it's mostly a display thing. So that's what the inside of the mouth looks like. So I'm gonna draw one from the side. Nope, I'm just gonna draw it from the front because I feel like that's the most iconic. And then they have just like little fish bodies back behind there that are very hiccup. Very nondescript. Actually, honestly, I have no idea what their bodies look like now that I think about it. Do they have like little crawly fins? I can't remember. I know that they live on the floor of the oceans. Like, I'm gonna say maybe like this. We're just generally making fish shapes, guys. But this is what their mouth looks like. This is the important part, okay? Ignore this stuff. Anyway, so I've got 5 minutes to draw this. I didn't even check. I think I've got 2 minutes left because I waffled so much. So we're just gonna put like a grayish brown for the body color. I just remember that their mouths are really colorful, but I cannot for the life of me remember what colors or where they are. So we're gonna just make it up and it's gonna look like this with some yellow on the edges and some red. I don't think any of this is correct. Colors. Pink for the skin. And blue. Because why not? Blue. Green. I don't think this is right. Red. Wow, look at that sarcastic fringe head. That is so accurate to life. It's almost like I'm looking at I'm not looking at a reference. I'm making this up, but I have no idea. It's probably very wrong. We're just gonna blend it all. Just blend it all together. There we go. Look at wow. What a colorful guy. What a critter. It's so sarcastic. Yeah. Don't you see the sarcasm? It's just so sarcastic, you guys. I mean, gosh, what a rollicking little fish, you know? Okay. We're just gonna do yellow. I don't remember what color any of it is, frankly. I feel like the rest of its body is rather subdued, so I think this might be too much color on the body. So we're just gonna like tone it down a little bit with a little bit of a gray. I think it might have some yellow on its fins or something. I'm just gonna, you guys, I don't know. I'm just gonna say this is it. Let's look it up. That's why he needs his mouth to open so big. To get all the sarcasm out. Oh, yeah, no, that totally checks out, actually. I just looked up sarcasm. Sarcastic fringe head. Let's learn about it. Okay, it does have yellow on the mouth and red and orange, so I got that part right. The rest, yeah, I don't know what happened. It does have a little bit of yellow. These colors, you guys. So here's the sarcastic fringe head when it has its mouth closed. It's just a regular, derpy-looking, bobbly-eyed fish, and then it becomes this hellspawn when it's trying to intimidate an enemy. So this is what they do. They just like open their mouths and flap them at each other. It's a vomiting rainbow. Yeah, but they're really colorful. So here's what they look like when they're being normal. And then here's what they look like when they've decided to, well, they've just chosen sarcasm, obviously. This is what sarcasm looks like. Yeah, do you guys want to watch a video? They're really fun to watch. Wait. National Sarcastic Fringe Head Day? October 30th. Mark your calendars, everybody. Let's see if this is still a thing. It was October 30th in 2013. It's quite a while ago. But these are crazy cool animals. Okay, let's look at a video of these guys fighting. I'm gonna mute it so we don't get in trouble. We're just gonna watch a little short clip of it. I just want to show you guys how they fight. So they live on the bottom of the ocean, right? That's an octopus. That's also not a sarcastic. Here we go. This is what they look like, okay? And then when they get real angry, watch what they do. He's like, hey, this is my lawn. He's like, hey, no, it's my lawn. It's like, oh, you want to go? We'll see whose lawn it is. Then they open up their umbrella mouths. And they just do this at each other. They don't actually, like, bite, as far as I'm aware. At least not usually, because they just kind of push against each other's faces. So it's very funny looking. I mean, I'm sure if we scaled this up to, like, you know, kaiju size, I'm sure it would be less funny. I'm sure this would be terrifying to be caught up in. But because they're about this big, look at them. Sarcasm. See, that one was the most sarcastic. That's why he won. And he just scoots back in his little hole and waits. Like, all right, well, that's done. That's that chore for today. Anyway. They are so goofy, yeah. So anyway, if you want to learn more about that critter, there's that video if you just need to relive that. I'm gonna say I got this one. I mean, the colors are wrong. I got the colors wrong. But at least I kind of figured out the face shape this time. So that's exciting. A Rosella. Christmas cat. I think you requested that yesterday. Did we refund you? Because I recognize that, but I don't think we did it. I'm so sorry if I totally missed that. Hopefully somebody refunded you. Yeah, let's do that really fast. Someone put it for their Subzoo. Oh, that's why. If you want to learn more about the sarcastic fringe head, I'm just going to post this. Again, I do have a lunch date today, so I am going to kind of speed up through these. Here is sarcastic fringe head. Thank you for requesting that Draw Me an Animal. And the last one we'll do is the Rosella, and then we're going to look at what you guys drew, and then I got to head out of here. So, I do have about an hour, so I'm good. I should be okay. But I just want to keep an eye on the time. Alright, Rosella. Okay, I don't know what this is. I'm not gonna lie. I have zero clue what this is. A Rosella. It sounds like a Pokemon. Like, I kind of just want to draw a Pokemon right now. It's like they're using their mustache, yeah. I don't know what a Rosella is. I guess I'm just gonna draw a Pokemon. Isn't there a Pokemon called, like, Roselia or something? What could a Rosella be? Maybe it's a bug. I'm gonna draw a butterfly. We're gonna draw a butterfly. I don't know what this is. Boink, boink. So we're just drawing a cute little butterfly. Oh, Roselia, the Pokemon. Yeah, that's what I thought. Maybe that's probably why I'm just thinking immediately Pokemon. So, I don't know what this is at all. Feel free to look it up, guys. It's definitely probably not a butterfly. We need to do a butterfly study, because I don't have a good baseline for what a butterfly looks like. Okay. But you guys, the grasshopper study really helped. I feel like I have a really good baseline, or at least a little bit better baseline now for a grasshopper. I drew a grasshopper from imagination, and I did pretty darn good, I thought. Of course, that was like 2 days after we did grasshopper studies, but still. That is something we haven't talked about today, by the way. When you're doing studies, especially if you're studying like the same type of animal, after you've done a few studies from like different angles and such, go step aside and actually do some studies from do some practice drawings. Like try to draw it from memory and put it in like maybe a slightly different pose than what you studied. Just this is going to help you understand like where your gaps in knowledge still are. Like what do you understand about the anatomy? What don't you understand about the anatomy? Where do you need to focus in? Where do you need to study more? And it's going to help you know where to refine. So definitely make sure that you do that if you haven't been doing that for any of your studies, especially if you're wanting to get better at specific animals or specific types of things like cars or, I don't know, anything. Just it's a good thing to keep in mind. All right, I'm just making up a butterfly design. I have no idea. Doink, 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 doink. Okay. This is my Roselia, guys. I don't know what it is. 100% got this wrong. Let's do a little leaf for it to sit on, so that he's not just like floating out in the middle of nothing. Little leaf. We're gonna do some like highlights on the leaf. I don't know. Let's learn. And Roserade, yeah. Let's see. I don't know what this is. I'm so sorry. Christmas Cat, I definitely got this wrong. When I typed it in, I got a city. So that's exciting. Oh, it's a bird. Yep. It's definitely not a bug. It is a type of parrot or parakeet, it looks like. Very cool. I don't think I've heard of these before. Pale-headed Rosella, Crimson Rosella, Eastern Rosella. Let's learn about it. The genus that consists of 6 species and 19 subspecies. They're colorful parrots from Australia. Oh. Lady Cirrus means broad-tailed or flat-tailed, reflecting a feature common to the Rosellas and other members of the broad-tailed parrot tribe. Broad-tailed parrot tribe. Okay. Diet is mainly seed and fruit. Oh, look at these. Here's a green Rosella. It lives in Tasmania. Here's a crimson Rosella. It lives over here on the western, southwestern edge, or eastern, excuse me, edge of Australia. The northern Rosella. Wow, that is some huge color differences right there. Very different colors. And the pale-headed Rosella, which lives also in eastern Australia. There's so many parrots here. Very cool. I don't know which one you were trying to get me to draw, but I definitely got it wrong. Look at this pretty green Rosella. This is gorgeous. What a pretty animal. I'm going to pin these to my bird folder. Very, very cool. I need to make a parrot section if I don't have one. Well, that's where they live, guys. They're very neat. If you want to read more about them, here you go. I've never heard of this one before. Any of them? They're so pretty. Raise your hand in chat if you knew what a Rosella was. I definitely did not. I'm barely familiar with American birds, much less the tens of thousands of other species. Well, I guess nines of thousands? Is that a phrase? There's probably like 1,000 here and like 1,000 every other continent or something. Wow, really pretty. I've heard of galars. I'm not sure how you say them. I'm not going to try that again. But I've heard of those parrots in Australia, but I don't even know if those are native. These appear to be native, or at least regional. Are there any more drumming animals? Not today, Jack-o'-lantern. Not today, unfortunately. But I'll be back on tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Mountain Time. Yeah, these are really pretty. Thank you so much for sharing. I'm going to keep that up so I can look them up later. Well, I got that one really wrong. Oops. Hold on. Clicked the wrong thing there. I got that one really wrong. But I got the other one right. So I'm going to do bump and womp womp. Save. The sound effects are required, just in case you were wondering. Alright, well, I tried to do some studies today. Let's see, I did 3 studies, so if there was a prediction for 3, then that is the total for today. Boink. Let's scoot them a little closer so I can screenshot them all together. There we are. Okay, I'm going to post this in the Discord at the end of everyone else's studies here in a sec. But first, let's look at everybody's. We'll give some shout outs to streamers, and then I'm going to have to raid out. So let's switch over to Discord. Scroll, 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 making sure everything is work safe. So far, so good. Oh, these look great. You guys did awesome. Okay. We are going to check out the Discord. Last call, if you had a study you wanted to share, please make sure it's work safe and that it's a study. If it's not, a mod may move something or delete it, so don't be offended if it's, especially if it's not work safe. I just don't want to get in trouble here on Twitch. I know that the partner push is over, and thankfully I'm hopefully out of the clear, mostly with high scrutiny from moderation, but it is a fresh thing, so you never know. Okay, so here's my study. Sorry, here's my studies from yesterday. We did sharks. We're gonna scroll down to Moon Sky. Did a color study. Oh my gosh, look at this lighting that you applied to this shark. I'd be really curious, Moon Sky, to know what class you're taking, what color class you're taking. But I love the way that you painted this. Moon Sky Runner is a streamer here on Twitch. If you guys don't know Moon Sky Runner, make sure that you follow. Does lovely stuff. I don't know what this box is, but I like it and I have questions. Yeah, really, really cool. This looks awesome. Thank you, Amaze. I appreciate you. Yeah, if you guys want to follow Moon Sky, go give a follow. Does beautiful character work, lovely paintings, obviously. Really, really lovely study. I like how you were obviously following the values that you see here in the reference, and the structure obviously is the same, but you took some unique color palettes and applied it to the image, which is an interesting challenge. I'd be really curious to hear if you ever watch this or hear what you got out of it and how this helped you. But I think it looks like a really cool study, and thank you for sharing it. That's fascinating and beautiful. Lovely job with the lighting there. Great workout at the art gym. Moon Sky kicking us off strong. This one I can't read the name because I'm in streamer mode. Hold on. How do I... Still can't read the name. I don't know who this is, but let me see if I can fix that somewhere else. How do I fix that? Oh, well, this looks lovely. I'm not sure who it is, but let me turn off streamer mode really fast. Okay, here we go. Did that fix it? Oh, it did freeze everything, so that's exciting. There we go. It's Ironheart. There we go. Mystery solved. It's Ironheart. Oh, thank you, Mace. Ironheart, this looks so good. Lovely colors. I like the colors you pulled from this. Are these tiger sharks? Or is this one a tiger shark? I don't know. Really nice structural drawing here. I see how you're kind of scribbling in sort of the form that you were seeing. But these look really, really lovely. Great proportions, great careful attention to values, especially on this one. Lovely studies here, Ironheart. Thank you so much for sharing. Let's do a shark react. Shork. Look at that shork. Another lovely study. Again, I do have plans for lunch, so I am going to have to go a little faster today, so I apologize for that. But I do still want to give everybody a chance to have their work seen. This is from Michael How Arts, who is a streamer. I don't know if Michael's here in chat right now, but Michael does incredible stuff, and you should definitely go give him a follow. We have an angular rough shark, which is such an interesting choice for you to pick. I love that you did a study of this very unique shark. They're really cool. And thank you. Yeah, that is Michael How Arts. Go follow. Look at this fantastic work Michael does. Michael does a lot of character art, a lot of drawing on stream, a lot of painting on stream. Make sure that you go follow him so you don't miss. Look at this eye study. Can you guys see that? Is my camera cutting it off? I'm trying to find a way to show it where it's like, it's just smaller, I think. But it looks really, really cool. Lovely, lovely study here. These are fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing these studies. I really, really love to see them, Michael. And thank you for participating. Guys, go give Michael How Arts a follow. You won't regret it. I got to meet Michael at Denver Fan Expo, actually, a couple weekends ago. Really nice guy, and highly recommend hanging out. Very chill art streams. Good people. Go make a new art friend, everybody. This one is from Clem. Clem doing some very impressive shape studies and like contour studies and like trying to really figure out how these animals are put together and how they're moving, figuring out proportion. These are lovely, Clem. You got so many studies done today. Really, really nice job. Do we have a monkey? Again, these are old world monkeys. Baboons. Baboons and Mandrills. Oh man, really good job with those crazy face shapes in the males too. There's a lot going on there. There's a lot to unpack in these critters. You did a great job. Thank you so much for sharing, Clem. Wonderful stuff. And thank you for participating. I really appreciate it. Here we have a maze doing some lovely, lovely studies of some baboons. There it is. We got a lovely skeletal study. Really, really nice proportion of maze. I'm curious, Amaze, as somebody who draws humans a lot, did you find this was really easy for you, if I can ask a question, or was it kind of tricky because you're more used to human anatomy, and this is kind of like exaggerated human anatomy? I'm curious how you found that. But you guys go follow Amaze, if you aren't already following Amaze. And make sure that you don't miss. Amaze does fantastic character art, comic art, animations, all kinds of stuff here on stream. Really nice job with perspective on this. Yeah, this looks really great. Fantastic work. Yeah, the fur is really nice too. Really nice texture. I think you nailed it. You guess it gave me a bit of an edge. So you felt like it was pretty comfortable? I always wonder, like, I figure if people feel really comfortable drawing humans, I kind of figure they'll probably feel really comfortable drawing primates because the proportions are so similar, and I mean, it's just like a warped anatomy human, basically. But yeah, man, really nice job. Really nice job. These both look really, really solid. Again, great perspective, and I can see a little bit of perspective boxing going on in here. I think that really, probably really helped with keeping all of your shapes looking like they're facing the same direction. Nice work. These are great. Well done, Amaze. Thank you so much for drawing along. No, I think it's great. Kamarasaurus study was going to do some baboons. We couldn't figure out anything with the anatomy that's fair. Hey, listen, that's why I'm trying to force myself to do it, because, it doesn't make any sense to me either. Did some perspective and scale studies on one of your favorite dinosaurs. Nice. Based off a recent paper where a footprint was preserved. So this is a study from the footprint? That's cool. So the scaly bottom of the foot? That's awesome, actually. Really nice proportional study here. Built presumably from, like, anatomy studies from fossils and, like, scientific reconstructions of these creatures. Really, really interesting. These look great. Really nice job drawing these in perspective. Crazy. Thank you so much for sharing. Lovely, lovely, lovely stuff. Do we have a dinosaur? We'll just do this dinosaur. Love the stick figure scale. Very nice. Very nice. Is Rafiki a mandrill? Oh yeah, we were going to talk about that, Miss Art Rules. So Rafiki is both a mandrill and a baboon. They actually combined pieces of both. So baboons have tails. Do you see the tail? This is a baboon skeleton. Mandrills do not. Mandrills and drills have very short tails. So they took the face of a mandrill and they put it on a baboon's body with, like, this kind of a ruff, basically. So Rafiki is like a combination of animals. Rafiki doesn't exist. But yes, in the movie they say he's a baboon. He has a tail like a baboon and a baboon's body. And a baboon's even like this neck ruff. But the mandrills also have a big mane too, so you could say they took it from that as well. They combined a bunch of critters to make Rafiki. He's not a real animal. He is a mystical chimera of various critters. Zenith. Lovely studies. Look at these. Really great structural drawing here. Really nice, careful study of the paw of the monkey too, or the hand of the monkey. I don't know what the official term is. But yeah, this looks really nice. Really lovely structural study here with the skull, and like really paying careful attention to like what the skin is doing around the skull to have those pronounced fangs. Really, really lovely stuff. Good job, Zenith. This is fantastic. He's supposed to be baboon, but Disney decided to make a baboon mandrill hybrid. Yeah, basically. Hey, Tad. How's it going? It's good to see you. Dracon up next. Dracon has a little macaque down here. Make a very smug-looking macaque. That's a very funny reference. Very human-like expression in these animals. And a lovely study, like, in kind of foreshortened perspective here of this mandrill. So you can see, again, that Rafiki-like face that we were just talking about. That's the mandrill part. Because baboons don't have those colorful faces. But the Drake on this looks so good. Really nice job with the structure lines. I can see you really trying to build up the shapes of what you're drawing first, kind of get the foundational aspects. Very lovely. Thank you so much for participating. Hey Zen, how's it going? Welcome to the art gym. We're wrapping up the workout today, but I appreciate you coming in. Here's one from Yangularu. Monkey. I've been forgetting to do the monkey. Monkey. This is a baboon walking a walk cycle, and a little running one too. These are great. Really nice gestures, both of these. Lovely portrait sketch, and then of course a walk cycle. Really great to study this, especially if you're into animation. If you guys aren't already following Yangula Rue, though, make sure that you do. Rue does animation on stream, and will often do studies like these using basically film stills to study. So make sure that you guys go give Rue a follow. There we go. Oh, thanks, Amaze. And yeah, you're missing out if you're not, guys. Go do it. Go follow everyone. But Rue, this looks great. Thank you so much for participating. I appreciate you. And yeah, really nice job with all of these. These look fantastic. I like that you date them too. I need to start doing that. Observational IRL studies when you were watching some gaming. Gaming is a fantastic. Why did I never think of that? Gaming is a fantastic study opportunity. If you are looking for people holding still long enough for you to draw them, people who are gaming, absolutely. This is great. Christmas Cat, I love this idea, and I love that you did some observational studies and then shared them with us. This is a mega art gem flex right here. Guys, if you're new to art making, this is one of the hardest and most successful ways of skill building that you can incorporate into your practice, is taking your sketchbook, going in person, drawing people, drawing objects. Like, look at this chair study. Look at this study. Like, there's so many things you end up drawing when you just look at what's around you. Unless you're sitting in an empty room, you are surrounded by objects. And you can absolutely find some stuff to draw. This looks like my little brother when he was a kid, actually. But these look so good. Thank you so much for sharing. I'm glad you had fun, and I'm glad you did it. It's a really intimidating thing to do. So I really want to encourage anybody who's like thinking about doing some sketching. Like, take your sketchbook, go outside, go to the bookshop, go to the coffee shop, go to your library, go somewhere, and do some studies of what you see around you. You're gonna hate it at first because it's gonna be really hard. But when you're trying to draw from observation, there's no implied line in what you're looking at. So like when I'm drawing from two-dimensional references, like if I was gonna draw this picture, there's an implied line here. See the contrast between the background and the object or the animal? You can visualize, you can like see that there's a line, and it's very easy to accidentally copy that line, right? To accidentally turn your study into a copy session, which if you're trying to get better at, hyperrealism, not a bad skill set to try to develop. However, it's not going to help you actually learn about what you're drawing and actually be able to incorporate that into imaginative art, but like character design or world building. But if you go out and you actually draw things in life, there's not as much of an implied line, and very quickly you're going to find yourself drawing shapes, understanding structure, understanding anatomy, learning what things really look like so much quicker. You're basically fast-tracking your art skill set. So if you can go out there and push through, like we always say, if you can get the bad drawings out, if you can push through those initial struggle sessions and get to those 1,000 drawings, 1,000 steps of practice, eventually you're going to get to a proficiency level, and you're going to get there much faster by doing observational drawing. It's not exciting, and that's why this is an accountability session, because it's we all know I know I should be doing more observational drawing, and I just don't. I'm hoping to get there someday, but right now I'm just not doing that, and I know that it's not as good for me to do what I'm doing now versus doing this. So Christmas Cat, thank you, all that to say. Thank you for setting such a good example, giving me an opportunity to talk about, to encourage that stuff in people, and thank you for sharing your work. It looks fantastic. Here's my studies from today. And we are going to raid out. We are going to go find someone to go say hi to. I have to run. I have lunch plans with a friend in about 20 minutes, so I need to get ready to go do that. But thank you all for being here. Man, thank you everybody for hanging out today, for lurking, for raiding in, for the follows, for the subs. Did I have cake yesterday? I did not, Miss Art Rules, no. I did not have cake yesterday. I had those little, I had those things you guys were treating me with. I had these. My Haichu desserts that I treated myself with, but no, did not have cake and ice cream. Thank you so much, everybody who's shown up in the credits. Thank you to all my patrons. Speaking of, somebody subscribed to my Patreon yesterday while we were streaming, and I missed it because my stupid bot's not working. So, you know who you are. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that support. If anybody else wants to support that way, if you sign up at one of the higher tiers, which this person did, you'll be getting some art in the mail. So I just wanted to let you know also I got that, and I'm going to be sending you your sketch in the mail along with everyone else's for the month of July. I do a monthly sketch in the mail for people at that tier and higher. So keep an eye out on your mailboxes for that, everybody. But thank you so much. I really appreciate everybody hanging out with me. If you need any of my links, here is those. Oops, that's not how you spell. And stick around for the raid, guys. We're gonna go find somebody to send some of this Art Twitch love to. I really, really am thankful so much for you guys. I won't be streaming this afternoon, so if anyone's used to my afternoon streams, just be aware. You can check out my schedule in the Discord. Go to stream schedule. I'm going to a Nepalese place on Goy for lunch. So what are we doing tomorrow? Oh no, you guys, I'm gonna struggle tomorrow. Okay, come back tomorrow to watch me struggle because I decided that we were gonna draw trucks tomorrow, but I need to draw more vehicles. So come on back tomorrow, guys, at 9 a.m. Mountain Time to really watch me fumble. And oh my gosh, Pinion, thank you for the lurk. Thank you for sneaking in here, saying hi. It's good to see you. How are you doing? Thank you so much for the support. We are just about to raid out, but I'm hoping I can come visit you sometime in your stream as well. Thank you. Yeah, guys, go follow Pinion if you aren't already. Let's go say hi. Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad it happened. I'm honestly so relieved. I don't know if you felt this way when your push was over. So relieved that I don't have to worry anymore about it. Let's go say hi to... Ooh, there's a couple of folks that we could go say hi to. Who have we not rated in a while? Let's see. Not rated them in a minute. Have not rated... Ooh. I don't know if we rated this person ever. Let's see. They are 18 plus. Ooh, but I really like this work. Did raid them recently. Gosh, it's always so hard to pick. Let's actually go say hi to our friend Eric Draws. I will say sometimes there may be, just in case you're watching with kids, there may be some adult language, but usually very work safe stuff on the screen, and a very fun guy to hang out with. He does like viewer commissions and requests pretty much all stream. Very fast, very proficient character artist. And definitely deserves more appreciation here on Twitch. An incredibly accomplished artist. So let's go send him some love. Stick around for the raid. You get extra channel points. Guys, I super, super appreciate you. We're going to see you over at Eric Draws' stream. So please go show him some love. You can copy the raid command in the chat. If you have a sub, copy the one that I posted. If you don't have a sub, copy the one that Streamlabs posted. And I'll see you over there, Eric Draws' stream, okay? And then I'll see you tomorrow. Or somewhere online. Thank you again, everybody. I appreciate y'all so much, and I'll catch you later, okay? Bye-bye!